my goodness. I swear to God, man. This is really not the time I want to do my streams, but what can you do at this point? Anyway. Couple of stuff here. Room's still super goddamn messy. God dang it. Anyway. Chat. Hello. What is going on? Welcome to the proper part 2 of our APB show. One thing that I kind of want to do, anyways, is excuse me. What do you call it? God dang. One thing I kind of want to do, anyways, is maybe occasionally put in some late night gaming streams and filling out with some actual proper games. Because I don't know why, just Pop Bro decided not to do any more APBs. I guess I'm gonna have to play the games myself. I'll actually do the APBs, so fine. I do it myself. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for joining in. We do a lot of Q&As last time. We did a lot of the Q&A yesterday. But I still do want to give a little bit of an hour buffer before we actually get to the hooplas. So if you guys got stuff to talk about, stuff to discuss, we might as well catch up with the chat, especially for those who just what do you call it? We just come in. Oh my god, no way! Check the tracker again. Cairo Silicon tip $1. No way. No way. Again? Oh my god. No way. No way. Like good god. What is wrong with the gaming industry? What is wrong with the gaming industry, like the Western gaming industry? What the actual hell is going on? Why are there... Look at this garbage. Like, how is that possible? 35,000 in one fell swoop. Gone. Seriously. Mass redundancy. In an unprecedented scale. Again.
35,000 jobs in one fell swoop. Gone.
35,000?
Yes.
Peter, there's only 25,000 people at the plant.
Seriously. Mass redundancy in an unprecedented scale. It just completely boggles my mind. It's like, I can't believe this is happening over and over and over and over again. It's like, I swear to God. That website is amazing, by the way. It just tracks everything. Like, oh, game layoffs. Well, you got laid off, so screw you, I guess. Oh, unbelievable. Just so... It completely boggles my mind. You know what? I think... I'd say... Maybe it's just me. But I'd say... what do you call it? An hour is a little too long. I'll make it 30 minutes so that I can get to the hooplas. We got lots of hooplas actually to discuss this week. Might as well give it just 30 minutes. So you all got only a 30 minutes chance before I actually go to the hooplas. My god. 35,000 jobs in one fell swoop, just gone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So anyway, chat, how are you guys doing? I'll spend 20 minutes, a little bit buffer 20 minutes before I actually get to the hooplas proper. 20 minutes before the hooplas proper. In the meantime, we got loads of hooplas to discuss, I can assure you. Loads of hooplas. But in the meantime, I want to grab all the chat, all the possible chats. I already talked about and discussed unfortunately, the Persona 5. I don't know where the Persona 5 Royale buyer is. Definitely need to get in contact with whoever that is and buy Persona 5 so that they can actually buy Persona 5 Royale. Tomorrow, I'm definitely selling my camera tomorrow. Massive loss on my end, but at least I got plenty of cash to survive. But regardless, couple of very funny hooplas. I can assure you, we got loads of funny hooplas for this one. And I'll wait for 20 minutes. 20 minutes shouldn't take too long till we get to... Oh man, I need to have a video. I was just looking at the schedule. I'm like, I actually need to have a video by 10 p.m. and I got like a meeting coming up. I need to go to work. And man, it's just crazy. But hey, at least we are halfway to Stream Elements. So guys, if we can bump up that Stream Elements $15 more just to number 1, just $130 on Stream Elements, that'll be freaking amazing. Come on, y'all. I just find it's a lot easier to what do you call it? To just bump up the counter to just bump up the meter. So if it's instead of 30, I just bump it to 60, etc., etc. It's a lot easier to do that, and at least you can see the amount of donations that I got for this week, or at least the Stream Elements. But seriously, guys, come on, y'all. That'd be great. Anyway, I can't believe it. Also, that's the hoopla that I'm writing on my recap. Not something that I want to do, not yet. Anyway, let's get to the chat here real quick. I am going to have to dip at 10 because I have Outreach Committee meeting at 10, which I must take notes. All right, then. Man, also another thing, speaking of taking notes, the one thing that I kind of I've been wanting to experiment on is local AI. And I've had great hopes with local AI. And at first, I thought, when I was running it, I tested, okay, I don't have a lot of expectations. I just want this local AI to scan this image and extract all the text from this image. Just do basic OCR out of it and format it so that it's good. And when I put it on my RTX 3060 laptop, it's pretty freaking impressive. It actually does a really good job at parsing all the text and everything like that. It's like, wow, this is actually cool. I might actually use it just for OCR and stuff, but I want to test it with even weaker CPUs and weaker PCs. So I tested it in my QB, and it sucks. It takes like 5 minutes for the AI to actually extract the text that is being shown in there. Really stupid, but hey, what can you do? That's just how it is. I definitely want to experiment even more, maybe with smaller models. I think I used Gemma 4B for that one, and Gemma 4B is not the greatest. Not the greatest for smaller systems like the MSI QB for integrated graphics. I definitely need to try out the 2B or the 4B version of Gemma 3. Actually, I'd say the 2B version of Gemma 4. And see whether that can actually perform well. We'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, what else? Ready to send. Ready to send. Even when it's early, app I still almost late and gay. It's just crazy, right? Crazy. While turning my brain off. Oh, Kerbin64 tip $1. Thank you so much. Up late to stream as it's 12:11 a.m. here. Definitely an interesting time slot, and greets from down under. This is only on a special occasion. I'm not doing the stream on a regular basis. I've had plenty of people say go back to regular time. They prefer regular time streaming, and I actually honestly prefer regular time streaming myself because this is just really I'm actually gonna be even more sleep deprived than I already am. But regardless, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Also, down under and down under. That you know what that means. You know what that means.
Oh no, I'm Australian.
Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. And anyway, going back to the topic, any good games that I can play while turning my brain off. I've been playing the latest version of Project Brutality. Project Brutality is just such an amazing way to play Doom. I love Doom. Doom is absolutely fantastic. But Classic Doom, I definitely think that we can do way better than Classic Doom these days in terms of gameplay. And again, Classic Doom is still pretty good, but definitely we can up that, we can tweak that, we can give something way better than that. And Project Brutality is the mod that just completely overhauls everything, and I absolutely love it. Project Brutality is such a great mod. Specifically, I'm referring to the Painkiller, the one developed by Painkiller that you can download on GitHub, and you can run the mod with ZDL. And you need to have like the latest version of not GZ Doom. I think it's something else now. It's called UZ Doom. Yeah, UZ Doom. Such an amazing project. And this is the kind of game, it's like you can practically run this game on anything and it'll work just fine. Such a brilliant game. Absolutely fantastic game all around, and I cannot wait to give this one a try. I cannot wait to try the newest version at least. That's the one game that I can play while turning my brain off. Also, the one game that I can also play while if I'm just completely turning my brain off, that I don't really need to focus that much, is good old Free Cell. Just good old Free Cell. Just boot it up. All you need to do is just swap cards around. That's it. That's pretty much all there's to it. I could literally just listen to a podcast or listen to whatever it is that I want to listen. And I don't have to concentrate too much. I just need to look at cards here. Swap cards from one position to the next. That's all there is to it. That's all you need to do. And you just need to do it incredibly well. Just need to do it very well. I'm gonna swap that. Oh man, free cell is such an excellent. I prefer free cell out of all the solitaire variants. Solitaire has so many variants. I personally prefer free cell, but whatever solitaire variants that you like, as long as you're having fun with it, perfectly valid to me. I cannot swap on that one. I'm still gonna end up playing anyway. God dang. I am running out. I can swap it there. Dang. Oh, I can swap that there. I can put it here. Oh man. Sometimes you just gotta need. Oh, there's it. There it is. I'm stuck. What if I can just move the 3 there instead? 4. I can't move the 4 there. I can give a 6, 7. Oh, 6, 7. Hey. Oh, I can move the 8 there. Oh, I cannot move the 10 there. That sucks. This is a way better outcome. Anyway, regardless, yeah, free cell. That's the one that I've been playing to turn my brain off. But if you just want to kill demons, I suggest playing some good old Project Brutality. I got Anno 1404 and Tropico 4. Maybe I should go for a recent game. Basically anything that just requires you to just point and shoot. Painkiller, that's also a great game. There's a cow dung hoopla. Oh, we'll get to that. Lisa Silverman hype, let's go. Fuck yeah. There's a Persona 2. Ha. Since only 1 day has passed, all that's happened is that I played more Lego Batman. I also forgot that I got Lego Star Wars 2 on Xbox 360 with all the other stuff. Very nice. Time for the hooplas, indeed. Where is the BPA? I want APB gaming and BPA streams. True. Do you even know how to play games anymore? Actually, that's a good question. I don't. I just don't. I don't know how to play games anymore nowadays. I am terrible at games now. I am garbage at games. I am just not very good at games at all. A live stream before I crash for the night? Hell yeah. I played Deltarune Chapter 5 and it was really awesome. Very nice. Good evening, Appa. Good evening. Hey, Appa, how is Cominfo doing these days? Oh, God. Just banning everything left and right. But that's to be expected with Cominfo. What did they develop? That's a good question, actually. Red Rover. So the developers that got laid off, Red Rover, devs behind Brilliant survival shooter cuts employee costs. So there's a survival shooter called Brilliant. The team behind an upcoming post-apocalyptic survival shooter called Enginefall revealed an undisclosed number of layoffs being made across 2 sites. Good lord. Just another installment. Just another installment of game developers. Developers just getting not getting the short end of the stick. I'm telling you. Crazy, right? Anyway, let me finish my I really want to finish my. Oh, where's the I need a red 9. Not the gun red 9, but like a red 9. The card red 9. Oh, lots of swaps, but not useful swaps. Where's that 4 gonna go? That 9's gonna go nowhere. Okay, I can move there. And 8. Ooh, perfect. Excellent. All right. That can work. I got lost with playing solitaire again. There's probably gonna be, you know what? I'm gonna do the most boring stream ever, which is just the next gameplay, the next game, Appa Dad stream is just gonna be me playing solitaire, because hell yeah, why not, right? 30,000 job, like gone in the wind. What is the game that you recommend to people when they want to enjoy after turning the brain off? Just Project Brutality. That's the one that I recommend. That or just any casual game. Zuma Deluxe, Bejeweled. Any casual games that do not require a lot of thinking. You just swap here and there. It'll feed your ADHD minds, that's for sure. I had some people saying that I must have hearing damage if I can't tell the difference of the music formats. No, that does not mean you have hearing damage at all. Do they have perfection with format music? Yeah, they are perfectionists. They are perfectionists. A lot of people are very, very critical with their music consumption. So just because you can't tell the difference between music quality, it doesn't mean you have hearing damage. Anyone playing Hogwarts Legacy? I have played Hogwarts Legacy. It's all right. It's fine. It does the job. My OC does look pretty nice, though. Forgot to say it yesterday. Game is fantastic as the last day I beat it a long time ago. Why the remake, I wonder? Silent Hill 1. How is Hogwarts Legacy as a game? It's all right. It's fine. It does the job. It's not the best game ever, but it does the job as an RPG that takes place in the Harry Potter universe. And as far as an RPG that takes place in the Harry Potter universe, you could have done way worse than Hogwarts Legacy. It does the job perfectly fine, perfectly adequately. I don't have a lot of complaints on it. It's just all right. And a game that's all right, maybe not too, what do you call it? Plenty of people probably want more out of that, but I personally am perfectly fine with. It's okay. It's all right. What else? Where can I move this for? Where do I have any? Oh, I have a black 7. So I have a red 7. But I want to move it somewhere that's not there. Ooh, I need to go back to the chat before I commentate on my freestyle. Oh, another thing that I find interesting, right, is that I was browsing through my hard drives, and I found a lot of really, really cool clips that I rendered. Oh man, Apabro's not here. Apabro is not here because when Apabro is here, I could also talk about. This is what do you call it? We back in 2016, literally 10 years ago, back in 2016, we actually rendered Let's Play, and the Let's Play we made a Let's Play of Broforce, and it's very fun, absolutely fun. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Ah, this is old. Look at that.
Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome to a new video. Today I'm playing Broforce.
This is 10 years ago. Look at how thin I am. And look at how young Apabro is back in 10 years ago. Apabro 10 years ago, I was 18 years old. Actually, no, I was 17 in this one. I was 17, and then after, this is in February 1, so I'm like a couple of months before I turn 18, and Apabro is 6 years older, so Apabro is 11 in this age. Absolutely crazy.
My brother.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
We play the game because the game's so cool.
This is so cool.
And I shot the robot.
What? I died.
Man, this is so fun.
Why do you die?
I don't know.
We actually, the funny thing about this Let's Play, right? It's not only incredibly nostalgic, we literally are stuck in this level for throughout. We are stuck in this particular level for like 20 minutes.
What?
We keep on retrying, and then at one point, and for some reason I don't know why, and this actually made me cringe because I wasn't aware of him. I call MacGyver the Russian guy. I don't know why. Just completely. I don't know why I call MacGyver the Russian guy when he's actually not. I was honestly not familiar with American pop culture at the time. So I called MacGyver the Russian guy. I'm like, where the fuck did you get the notion that MacGyver is Russian? But regardless, it's very funny. And it's incredibly nostalgic. And a couple of videos that I also find, oh man, I remember this. This one is funny. This one is funny. I think I was showing Apabro an article. But this one is in 2017. So he was like 12 at the time, I think.
Read it.
Wait.
It was I was showing a Dark Souls article, an article about Souls, a Souls game, And he was reading through that. It was like he was so confused.
Just the title.
Just the title.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
I actually forgot what the title is, but it's very funny. It's just a really stupid what do you call it? A really stupid article. It's so stupid that I just edit the computer being thrown outside because that's so funny. Oh, this one is from 2020 when Apabro did the PogChamp.
Really nice aesthetic.
That's funny. That is indeed very funny. What else? I have this video. I have this video. I have this video. I was playing Doom Eternal and I got this glitch. Hey there, Mancubus, you're stuck there, dude. Ow. The name's shooting me in the background, but the Mancubus gets stuck there. That's funny. What else? Ooh, this edit that I made for Fire Emblem. I don't know why. It's very funny because I had this. Hold on a second. Is the display like displaying way more than I? Huh. It's supposed to be displaying just the whole thing. I don't know why it's displaying way more than it should have. Okay, there you go. That's the full image. So why is it cropped slightly? Don't know why. Okay, let me readjust that real quick. Done. Wait, why did I have... I'm pretty sure no, it's cropped. Hold on. Something about the display. It's like it's cropped. Oh, yeah, it is. Don't know why. That is stupid. Okay, there. All right, let's try that. It's basically... There's this moment in Fire Emblem Three Houses where the characters are just studying, and then I just edit it so that it looks like a generic mobile ad. That's very funny. Let me look. I just edited that. I was like, I don't know why. When I play Fire Emblem Three Houses and that sequence pops up, I was like, that looks like a cheap mobile ad game. That looks like the sequence of a cheap mobile ad game. And it's very, very funny. Anyway, any more chat that I need to read? Nintendo responded to PlayStation by saying that something in this room needs addressing. It is Elephant Mario. In Gaming Hooplas, EA joined Epic in condemning Valve regards to their AI tags, because of course they do. I could also mention that LEGO Star Wars 2 is one of the first games I've ever played back on PS2, so now I own the HD version in Xbox 360. Not much different, but it's still neat. How long Apabro will be in Italy? Pretty much only a couple days, so he'll be back. The only difference I can see is that there's a bloom filter in the options, and setting it to the max makes the game look super hazy. Classic 7th Gen bloom. Look at the chat, Appa. What happened with the chat? What happened with the chat? The clock is ticking. Oh, true. The clock is indeed ticking. The one game besides Solitaire I can play while turning my brain off is Galaga. I had a few kids to preteens referencing 6-7 in Canada. Don't worry, Appa. You'll still be better at games than Polygon was in Doom 2016. I'm really bad at Metro 2033. I'm not very good at the Metro games in general. Appa, if you still have the link to the Google Drive, there's an image you forgot to look at yesterday. The meme is still here in case you need it. There's an image that I forgot to look at? I don't think I have it no more. Let me. I put it on. I already have it on recycle bin. So give me. Okay. I restored it. Is there any image that I forgot to see? I don't think there is. They're all here. There's the sickness beam, base notch, and then there's the. Crazy Taxi. Oh, I didn't mention. I guess I didn't mention this one. Crazy Taxi. I think it's the Crazy Taxi screenshot that I missed. I forgot. I think I missed that one. I think I missed that one. ID to Red 9. That's just me every time I play Spider Solitaire. Don't you think it's strange many people defend Valve or Steam when they're just another billionaire company? Shush. Alright. Don't you think it's strange many people defend Valve or Steam when they're just another billionaire company, but Valve is just good at hiding it? Wait, Valve is not good at hiding that they're a billionaire company. They are a billionaire company. Everybody knows that. The difference is Valve is actually pro-consumer. A lot of things that Valve did is absolutely and definitely pro-consumer. It's not the same as what Sony does. Sony is very anti-consumer. Valve is, I can definitely say Valve is way more pro-consumer than Sony. Straight up. Pablo is not sleeping. Literally just... He's in Italy. Appa's new stream schedule. No, I literally said that I got stuff to do. You still look the same. Your brother is like another person. Straight up. Reading through philosophy books, I noticed a lot of them emphasis on self-discipline. Well, duh. Of course. Those articles were horrible, so I can imagine the confusion. For real. How is 007 first like? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not great. It's not the greatest. It's not the best of all time, but it's pretty dang good across the board. Story's pretty good. Gameplay's pretty good. Characters are pretty good. It's a pretty good game. Definitely not amazing, but it's pretty good. A little tired at the moment. I did a bunch of 4th of July activities, for real. Have you seen Maximilian Dude's dumb statement blaming Sony's decision to kill physical disc all on the Orange Man? Wait, what? Did you hear about the crazy woman who's saying that if incest is so bi, then what is... Huh? If incest is so bi, then what is... Why is it depicted in media? I don't know what you're talking. I think that's not complete yet. You're gonna have to complete that one. You are going to have to complete that one because the text is not complete. I don't know why people are banning me left and right for no reason. Well, you can go and ask the moderators on that one. May Steam continue to be pro-consumer forever. Maybe I should restart Hitman 3. Appa bro got a glow up. However, Appa bruh, I just didn't think music would be all that crazy, wanting to demand such high quality. Exactly. I am not into incest. I hate my sister. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Could you play the Spider-Man 2 pizza theme for Appa bro? Polygon article on Red Dead Redemption 2 just speaks how much of a tourist they are. Okay, I think we made it to the end of the chat. Pretty much close to the 30-minute mark, so let's play the intro once again. It's a new one. It's the one where Tifa respects America. Not a very specific part in America, I can assure you that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been delaying the inevitable for a while now. It is time for us to get to the hooplas, the memes, the cringe, all the good stuff. It is time. Let me bring up the timer. The timer is already set. But as always, before we get to the hooplas, as always, we need to remind ourselves what happened last week. And a lot of things happened last week. Certainly, that's for sure. So, where's my chess pieces? Wow, I gotta say, this is the earliest This is the earliest that we've gone to the APB show. 30 minutes of Q&A. Shortest Q&A in a while. If you don't count the last week's Q&A. As if you don't count yesterday's Q&A, right? But regardless, previously on the APB show, I can't talk too much because it's literally nighttime outside and I don't want to wake the neighbors and everything like that. Funny memes. Loads of funny memes. Thank you so much, Tombstone3, for the memes. Amazing. License for air conditioning. iPhones are different to Android because bad math. Bizarre Indonesian DM. Crazy Indonesian names. Spending above minimum wage in Indonesia is apparently very rich. Japanese people attack Indonesians because they dare to find work in Japan. How dare they, right? Absolutely terrible. Crazy. Mad Indonesian boomer HR. Loads of mad Indonesians. PlayStation 5 air purifier, also from an Indonesian hoopla. Crazy. Oh my god. It's just... This hoopla was literally last week, and we were praising PlayStation because it's such a funny marketing. The marketing was really funny, but then this week happened. Blue Archive fans discovered an Indonesian lolcow that absolutely is just an absolute lolcow, and everybody's making fun of them. Philippines blame video games for school shooting incident. Gaming continues to be expensive. It's been 2 days since the last layoffs. Check out the counters, seriously. It's been 2 days since another video game layoffs. Loads of fanboys defending GTA. Gamers apparently don't like playing women. Crazy. Absolutely crazy Resident Evil tourist. Persona 3 Reload hater cannot articulate why they hate Persona 3 Reload specifically. Return of an old foe. Return of Jonathan McIntosh. Christian wants to ban porn. And this person got caught in 4K following a porn account. It's absolutely funny. Oh man, and tried to use AI to justify it. Incest on AO3? That's crazy. Asmongold is more interested in video games than sex. Okay. And apparently minors are so good. According to this person, you, an absolute gay. This person got caught in 4K praising a femboy instead of a female. And Godzilla trademark, that is the Austin Powers joke. Oh wow, we actually made it to the end. Such a convenient time. We made it to the end of the recap exactly at the same time as we made it to the end of the song. Anyway, those are all the hooplas from last week. It is time for the hooplas of this week, featuring Lisa Silverman from Persona 2. Man, I really like Lisa. I really like Lisa. She's basically, if you combine An, Chie, and Rise into one person, it's basically her. But it is very funny and it's very interesting. Anyway, regardless, as always, I gotta give huge claps to all my wonderful supporters. Again, I can't talk too much too enthusiastically because it's literally nighttime and I don't want to wake up the neighbors. But regardless, thank you so much for all this week's sponsors. You guys are fantastic. Now, yesterday we collected $16 on StreamElements. If we can collect more donations on StreamElements in this week, that'd be great. You know what? I'm actually kind of considering, because I actually find streaming at this time pretty comfortable. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, I might consider streaming some games. And because I'm only running at 3060, I might consider streaming just like some older classic games instead of streaming heavier games. As much as I love to stream heavier games, I don't think this PC is suited. The PC that I have is suited for that. I might actually have to get an external PC and have it to be... it's just so complicated now that I think about it. But regardless, thank you so much for the donations. You guys are fantastic. If you want to support the stream, as always, check out StreamElements, Super Chats links below. If you can make it to $60 at $30 for either StreamElements or Super Chat on this week, that'll be amazing. Thank you so much. And of course, Apabro, in case you don't know, he is in Italy. He is going into the JoJo verse and taking a trip to the holidays and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely fantastic. And here's a meme from Tombstone 3 where Apabro for some reason decided to take a bug spray and want to spray himself some bug spray. I don't know why. I guess he lost the game and I don't know what the context of that, but that is indeed very, very funny. Anyway. Okay. Time for our first hoopla. Ladies and gentlemen, I prepared you a lot of excellent and also very, very funny hooplas for today. Just for you guys. Poor, perverted, and pedo. Oh my god. Oh, it's an Indonesian hoopla. Let's go. Okay, so this guy needs a young lady who is obedient, who is pretty, and 15 to 17 years old.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police!
What's this way? Brilliant. Brilliant start for our late night stream. Just an immediate request for young women that are obedient, that are pretty, and 15 to 17 years old. What is wrong with you, my dude? Okay, so not only that this guy is asking for a young lady who is obedient, who is pretty, and 15 to 17 years old, this person decided to flex their wealth, which is about 4.977 million rupiah. Now that's a lot of money, right? Until you convert it to dollars. He flexed that he has 200 bucks. He flexed that he has 200 bucks. He has 200 bucks. Get a load of this guy. Look, I am rich. I have 200 bucks. Oh man, that's 4.9 million. I'm telling you, all right, that's the average middleman, middle class salary here in Indonesia, and even then it's like way lower. But good lord. Yeah, so this guy is bragging the fact that he has 200 bucks. Hey, good for you, dude. Good for you. Deadly combination, poor and perverted.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
Poor and perverted indeed. Yikes, yikes. Man, what a great start. Immediately on this late night stream, we are inundated with a hoopla of an Indonesian pedo who needs an obedient and pretty 15 to 17-year-old young lady. But here's the thing. Right, here's the thing about, as much as we laugh about this absolute doofus, right, I hate to say it to all of you, but there are still some parts in Indonesia that literally does not grasp the concept of age of consent. The age of consent here is, well, obviously 18 years old, but a lot of people in Indonesia, they just don't grasp that. They just don't understand, right? The legal age to marry is 19, but the law allow parents to apply for a marriage dispensation from religious or district courts if there are urgent reasons. Like if the couple fucked at one point and the woman is pregnant. And when that happens, well, guess what? We need to have the marriage immediately. Just get them married right now, even though they are like under 19 years old. And unfortunately, a lot of Indonesians are incredibly freaking horny. And not only that they're incredibly horny, that they're bragging. They are downright bragging on the fact that they got married way early. I've seen photos of Indonesians, a couple of Indonesian couples. They're bragging that they got married by when they were like 12 or 13. And they got a kid when they were like 12 or 13. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. I was like, oh, it's like the rural parts of Indonesia that are like that. I'm like, how the fuck do you even do that? It's like sometimes it just makes me think, my God, smartphones and internet just brings out, it's like, oh, you get to see the absolutely fucking degenerate parts in Indonesia. And these are some genuinely degenerate parts. I'm telling you. Crazy. Tens of thousands of these underage marriage applications are submitted every year. Tens of thousands. Tens of thousands. I mean, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, right? This guy is pretty funny, but this is just highlighting an incredibly concerning trend in Indonesia where there are parents that are literally underage. And vast of them are approved by the judges. It's like the legal system going, yep, you legalize the marriage for the 15 to the 17-year-olds. Absolutely fucking crazy. And yeah, in many conservative or rural communities here, the concept of age of consent, nah, it ain't not there. That ain't a thing. If anything, if you had your period, that means you can consent. Just.
Police!
No, I'm not even joking. Like, I am not even joking. I wish I was joking, but there are definitely like parts in Indonesia that think that if you as a woman have your period, okay, that means you're open for sex. That means you can consent. You understand the concept of sex. That means you are like free, open season for any of the guys to groom you into marriage and like something along those lines. Absolutely fucking nuts. In many traditional mindsets, once a girl reaches puberty, she is religiously and socially deemed ready for courtship or marriage. Fucking hell. Now, this doesn't happen in urban countries, in urban areas in Indonesia, in most parts in Indonesia, but some rural parts in Indonesia. This is what the actual fuck is wrong with y'all. Parents often encourage early relationships or quick marriages. You're fucking horrible parents, I'm telling you. Absolutely terrible parents, because they are terrified of their children committing premarital sex or bringing shame to their family honor. How about you give them proper sex education? Like, just proper sex education. Unbelievable. It's like the sex education, or just education in general. Forget sex education. Just education in general here in Indonesia is really stupid. It's really stupid. It does not help the youths, and we are having lots and lots of these absolute horny teenagers screwing each other, and oh my god, they got pregnant and they had to marry because of that. Gee, maybe you should consider education. Learn a thing or two about that, but I guess don't. Ugh. Yeah, I'm telling you, that is, I hate the fact that that is a regular thing. They romanticize early marriage, nikah muda, literally young marriage. Oh, the couples, they're like under 18 years old and they gotta marry because they fuck at one point. Fucking hell. Absolutely fucking crazy. That's just how it is. Absolutely crazy. Now, this does not happen in urban areas. This does not happen in areas where the people have proper education, but there is still a significant portion of the areas in Indonesia where the people are like, nah, if the girl got her period, she can consent. It doesn't matter if she's under 18. If she got period equals consent. I genuinely have to fucking apologize. I'm so sorry for being Indonesian. It's not my fault. Straight up. Unbelievable. Hey, that's just how it is. Okay, moving on from one Asia hoopla to another, we have one part of Asia to another part of Asia. Let's talk about China. And I do not care about this hoopla initially until I hear that a cow dung is being thrown. So, Love and Deep Space. If you guys don't know what Love and Deep Space is, well, let me show you. Why did I don't have that Otome game? No, I don't have that video that shows the hold on. I don't have the video that shows the Love and Deep Space thing where the character is being literally like mobile game. Is it mobile? Mobile. This one. Is it this one? This one. In case you don't know, this is Love and Deep Space. This is the game that a lot of the girls, for some reason, really are into. Just another typical gacha where you put guys, hot guys in bondage and you do all that sort of stuff. Crazy, right? But don't worry, that's not porn. So there's a controversy involving the game as angry Chinese players send funeral flowers cow dung. Fucking cow dung. Cow dung. Oh, it's muted. It's muted. It's muted. It's muted. I didn't get the punchline. Let's try again. Oh, Cow dung indeed. And ritual items to Paper Games' office. So what the hell is going on? Why are they sending cow dung? I'm not interested in this news at all until I hear that somebody actually sent literal piece of shit to the office. And I'm like, what the actual hell is going on? What the actual hell is going on? Well, I look it up. And by looking it up, I mean I just asked AI to look it up. So let me see what's going on here. What's going on? Okay, so AI sourced this article. You can read it all that sort of stuff. But here's the summary, all right? On June 22, 2026, the developers hosted a surprise live stream announcing the game's 6th romanceable male lead, Valko Ao Yin, a 26-year-old werewolf clan leader and technology tycoon. Because the girls really love those kind of stuff. Really, really love them werewolves, right? What was intended to be an exciting expansion instead acted as a lightning rod for years of pent-up resentment. Years of pent-up resentment. Years, it's like... Oh my god. Years of pent-up resentment. They are building this up, man. They really, really do not like this at all. Valko's red-haired, wolf-eared, and more westernized fantasy aesthetic clash heavily with the established sleek Asian-inspired designs of the other bachelors, with some critics harshly dubbing him the ugliest male lead in Chinese ultimate history. Wow. I didn't even know that China has a history of otome games, but all right then. All right then. I guess the Chinese women, they really, really need their anime guy fix as well. They really need their animated Chinese guys fixed. So, I mean, I can't blame them. That some Chinese guys can be incredibly attractive. So, them Chinese women, they really, really want them hot Chinese guys. But what else to do, right? Okay, so what happened is, it's not just that they added a 6th romanceable male lead, which is, okay, that's fine for an otome game, for a dating sim game, right? Otome is dating, but it's a dating sim, but for guys. Sorry, but for girls to date guys, right? That's the premise. So they added another guy, and I was like, that's not a problem. That sounds perfectly normal for an otome game to add a new love interest. But here's the problem, and this is the part where, oh, I can see why players are upset. The reason why players are upset is that the main storylines for the leads that already exist, they have gone over 500 days without updates. 500 days. That's more than a year without any updates to any of the existing male leads. 500 days. Imagine playing this game. Imagine being a customer for this game. Imagine playing this game at all, right? And then having not it being updated for 500 days. It's crazy. And I can see the frustration in a lot of the players. Like, if you don't update your game of this otome game that involves characters, right? And you don't update them for this amount of time, yeah, I can see why you would be very, very upset. Fans who had spent thousands of dollars and over a year forming deep emotional attachments to the original cast felt completely abandoned. Yeah. No wonder why why they feel abandoned. When you introduce a new love interest and completely abandon the other 5, it's like they don't just send a message that we don't care about you. We just straight up do not care about you at all. Excuse me. They viewed the introduction of a 6th character as a blatant cash grab. Because it pretty much kind of is. And there's also the controversy with Unit 731, which I guess some Chinese people got offended about. I honestly don't care, but I'll put it in there, just a note. Red flags on women's safety. Apparently, they don't like how Valko's promotional material just makes it so that he is a really, really, what do you call it? Yeah, basically they make him as an invader, a home invader, and somebody who's a bad guy. But I'm like, I thought women like fictional characters that are bad guys. But I guess that's way too much for some people. And because of that, It leads to protest, and the protest includes, oh my god, they issued a standard midnight apology offering 20 free pools. 20 free pools. Free pools. Well, that solves everything, right? That completely solves everything. 20 free pulls. You all be forgiven now. Don't worry, you all be forgiven with 20 free pulls. Offering 20 free pulls without removing the character. I'm sorry, how are you going to offer 20 free pulls with what content? You haven't provided any content for the characters for 500 plus days, dude. At this point, it's 500 plus days. It's already a year, probably more than a half at this point. You haven't provided you haven't provided any sorts of tangible content for the characters, and here you are going, here are 20 free pulls. It's like, what is wrong with you, my dude? It's like, what is wrong? You wonder why players are upset. Yes, they shouldn't be throwing cow dungs on the lockers. Oh, they left the cow dungs in the lockers. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. White and yellow chrysanthemums? I don't know how to pronounce that. Modern Chinese culture, they are strictly funeral flowers. Oh, okay, so flowers. Okay, glutinous rice and pomelo leaves. Wow, they've gone full traditional on these. Absolutely traditional backlash on this one. It's absolutely crazy. But hey, good on them for doing all of this. Absolutely stupid, man. Good lord. Curse banners and middle fingers because, of course, protesters put up banners condemning the studio and took photos flipping off the building. Flipping off the building. Hold on. Are you telling me that they're doing this? That they're doing this? Same energy. Same energy. Same energy. It's a completely same energy. Ooh, stunning and brave, guys. Stunning and brave. Middle finger to the building. Ooh, see, let me throw you this one too, right? Oh, that is funny. Oh, I need a drink. Oh, where did my wife put her bottle? Oh, where did she put the bottled water? I forgot where she put it. I'm just gonna open a new one. I need to drink for this one because this is so funny. Faced with catastrophic financial boycotts, intense scrutiny from the Chinese government. The Chinese government. You're telling me that this hoopla is so bad that the Chinese government had to step in. I have a feeling, and this is just me, okay, guys, but I have a feeling that there are people that in the Chinese government that actually play this game and they are just as upset. And that's why the Chinese government is coming in to take a step for it. Now, okay, it's actually because a lot of these corporations are controlled by the CCP, but it would be incredibly funny to imagine some Chinese board member or whatever, right, representative who is a huge fan of this game, and they are so pissed about the changes that they actually come in and use their power to step in. It is way funnier to imagine that. Imagine some representative looking at Love and Deep Space and be like, "Oh my god, what have you done to my game?" And they actually take steps and use their power to abuse their power to to push the company. That would be incredibly hilarious. But I don't know if that's true or not. Regardless, In an unprecedented move, the developers canceled Valko entirely, scrubbing him from future implementation, fired several involved staff members, and officially promised never to add new love interests in the game again, shifting 100% focus back to the original backers. They should have done that to begin with. The fact that they only decided to do that now is just really, really stupid. Ironically, the controversy is now fractured the global community. While the character is permanently dead in China, Western fans and events and Anime Expo have stated holding mock funerals and quote-unquote missing dog, bring back Valko. At this point, you guys can duke it out as well. Honestly, if you ask me, the fan base, the Chinese fan base hating on Valko and the Western fan base wanting Valko back, you guys look like this. This is you. This is both of you right now. This is both of you right now. And at this point, the fight is getting rather tiresome. Unless you have literal shit involved in it. In which case, keep on throwing it to each other. I am definitely want to watch that. Oh, man. Imagine they both step in some cow dung, whatever, and they literally have to fight on who gets smeared the most cow dung on each other. Absolutely fucking crazy. But yeah, that's just how it is, ladies and gentlemen. What else can I say? Love and Deep Space. Stupid controversy. Stupid controversy. Anyway, moving on from Love and Deep Space, it's time to go to America with the Kids Act, insane ID verification. I mean, what else can I say other than the Americans really want to take control of your privacy? And you're not allowed, the government specifically, they want to take control of your privacy. They do not want to let you to be private. You know, the most harrowing thing about the industry, because they implemented this not just for the safety, for security purposes, apparently, or at least they say that it is. It's bullshit. They want control, but also because, right, there is a genuine issue within the within the porn industry of human traffickers. Like, that's a genuine issue that's happening in there, and you don't get to find out that the people involved in the creation of the porn are actual human traffickers because they coerce the victims into showing their IDs and make the websites think, oh, this victim of human trafficking is actually uploading this porn consensually with no problems whatsoever. And they put in their digital IDs and everything like that. So in that regard, it's like one of the ways to curb human trafficking in the porn industry is to show digital ID to verify, hey, you are actually legitimate and you are producing porn to entertain people, to make money, and it is entirely out of your own actual willingness to create porn that you are able to produce porn for the sites, for whatever sites that you're putting in. But that's only applied to the creators of porn. But now we're gonna have to extend that to also the viewers of porn, which is crazy because at least creators of porn are willing to be public on the fact that they make porn. The same cannot be said to the viewers of porn. They want to be private. They don't want to know, they don't want everybody to know, hey, I watch porn, or something along those lines. I watch this types of porn. That's not something that everybody wants to know. I mean, yeah, we know for a fact that a lot of people watch porn, but it's not something that I'm going to brag about. It's not something that they're going to talk about publicly in a way that is embarrassing, right? Ugh. The House passed sweeping kids' online safety legislation Monday, the 267-117 vote, but the bill's path forward is far from settled. Yeah, it's just, that's the one thing from the bill is that it's only step one, and they have to go to many steps in order to make sure that the bill is passed. And by the time the bill is fully passed, you Americans are gonna have to hand over your IDs, and you're not gonna have no privacy no more. So that's just how it is. That's just how it is. You're fucked. Crazy. Require AI chatbots to disclose that they're human and mandate age verification for platforms hosting pornographic content. Again, like on paper, these are nice ideas. Like restricting minors from social media in general, I'm perfectly fine with that. No issues whatsoever. Requiring AI chatbots to disclose that they're AI, perfectly fine. Mandate age verification for platforms holding pornographic content. For the creators, yes, but not for the users. The users don't have to... They don't have to tell everybody, hey, I'm 18 years old, I am above 18, etc., etc. And they don't have to verify that they are 18 plus. But unfortunately, with the digital ID system coming in, they absolutely have to verify that they're 18 plus. And it is absolutely stupid. It's stupid. And yeah, there are loads. The law is already coming up. The law is already been implemented. But what I actually find very funny, right? What I actually find very funny is that age verification happened with Pornhub, and that results in a 51% drop in searches. But it does not result. What happened is people just stop watching in Pornhub, and they just watch on other websites like Xvideos or Xhamster or whatever, or any other porn sites. So they just move to another site that does not have any of the ID verification bullshit. But hey, what can you do at this point? And also VPNs. Seems like VPNs become a necessary tool for everyday use at this point. If your country decides to implement stupid ID verification garbage, you can just buy a VPN and set it so that it runs on an entirely different country that does not check for your IDs and all that. But hey, this is absolutely stupid. What else can I say? ID verification is absolutely stupid. It is dumb. It is just one ways for the government to control you, and one ways for the government to make sure that your privacy is non-existent. Not much to say about that, but still harrowing regardless. In other news, in other less stupid news, it's still stupid, but it is very, very funny regardless. Chat, what the frick am I supposed to do at work? Work. It's like pretty simple. What are you supposed to do at work? Work. I think it's a pretty straightforward answer. I don't know about you guys. Got an office job for the first time in my life, but now I'm just sitting around bored out of my mind 8 hours a day. Yeah. You're supposed to look busy when you are at work. You don't actually have to be busy at work. You just need to look busy at work. That's just the reality of being in a workspace. It's not effective. It's not efficient. But that's just office culture for you. That's just how it is. Boss assigns me work for a week. It takes 2 days to finish. Good for you, dude. Good for you. And I'm stuck trying to look busy for the next 3. Write a novel, read some articles, do some research, write something, type something. There are many ways in which you can make yourself look busy at the office. I never suffered from this issue because I have like multiple jobs. So while I am occupied with the jobs that they give me in the office, I also do other jobs that basically keep me busy from start to finish. I'm pretty much mostly in front of my computer, but again, I'm only in front of my computer for work. There are barely any times in which I am able to play games. In fact, the fact that I'm able to play Free Cell right now is actually pretty freaking amazing. Where's the last man, I'm tempted to continue this until it's finished. But regardless, I tried asking if there's more stuff to do, but I think that just annoyed him. Of course that annoyed him. Because if it annoyed him, that means that he as a manager is not utilizing his employees in an efficient manner, in an effective and efficient manner. And the works that are being given to that particular manager is not much, is not enough. The manager has to actually look for a job for him. I found some idle games. This look like work types, but I can't keep this up. I'm spending more time thinking of ways to stay entertained without looking like I'm slacking off instead of actually doing work. Well, I'm sorry to say this to you, but that's just the harsh reality of office work. You're just going to have to deal with that. Is this what life is going to be like for the next 50 years? Well, if you stay on that office job for the next 50 years, then yeah, it's going to be like that. Otherwise, just quit and find an entirely new job. So... This one is also very funny. This one also involves a Zoomer who decided that it'd be a good idea to cheat. I'm seeing the fuck up. This student still plagiarize the old-fashioned way. Check out this plagiarism. I refuse to use AI, so I am here instead. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a user. My goodness, my wife snores a lot. Anyway, this is a user who has standards, right? This person does not want to use AI for cheating. So they just go to another person for cheating. Here's the thing. I have a book report on The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Really? It's not exactly a complicating story. And no, I did not buy the book. It's Saturday night and tomorrow and Sunday. Wait, hold on. You did not buy the book? Maybe you guys don't know this, but The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald is in public domain. You don't need to buy it. You can literally find a copy of it online for free. You can find it on Wikipedia even. I'm not even kidding. Like, look it up. Look up The Great Gatsby, right? If you look up The Great Gatsby and you open the Wikipedia page, this is the Wikipedia page for The Great Gatsby, right? And you scroll down, you see the text, The Great Gatsby at Wikisource, you click that. And then you just go to chapter 1. There, that's the full book. That's the full book. Read. It's very simple. Read.
Read, nigga! Read!
Just pro tip to all of you guys, right? There are many books out there, classics, that define the media pop culture that we have right now, including The Great Gatsby, right? That are in public domain. And when they are in public domain, that means you can find them and download them for free. And with this one, you don't even have to read it in the website. You can also like find the EPUB copy or the PDF copy of this book. You can download it as EPUB. You can download it as PDF so that you can save it and read it. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that cool? Seriously. But even so, The Great Gatsby is not that complicated of a book. It tells the story of Nick, Jay Gatsby, and then Daisy Buchanan, and then it's Tom Buchanan. 4 of the core characters, right? Premise is very simple. Story is very simple, right? It tells the whole story from Nick's perspective, Nick's point of view. He looks at the world of the Midwesterns, right? You got Jay, you got Daisy, and then Daisy's husband, Tom. Jay used to be a lover for Daisy, but Jay got sent, deployed in World War One. Nick also was in World War One. Jay got deployed in World War One, so Daisy decided to marry Tom, and then Jay Gatsby decided to become super wealthy to gain Daisy's attention. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, and Daisy stays loyal to Tom because they found out that Jay gets his wealth from bootlegging, and oh, how dare he makes alcohol at the time, right? How dare he produce alcohol during the Prohibition era? Ooh, scary. So there's a big-ass, petty-ass love triangle between the three. Between Jay, between Tom, between Daisy. Big-ass, petty love triangle. Jay's trying to get Daisy's attention with wealth, but it clearly doesn't work. But Daisy, she literally cannot make up her mind. Like, she is just completely disloyal, right? She's willing to she's willing to cheat on Tom. She's willing to cheat on Jay. Like, she cannot make up her mind. Tom, on the other hand, is a serial cheater who has a mistress. And at one point in the story, they fight. Daisy fight with the mistress. So Tom is a cheating bastard. Daisy is an indecisive bitch. Jay is a rich millionaire in the time period, who has all his wealth collected in order to get Daisy's attention, but he didn't get any. It's such a pathetic, sad little life between those three. It's this rich guy trying to get a girl's attention by being rich and failed miserably. Absolutely failed miserably. That's the basic plot. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And no, I don't have its PDF or anything. Again, you can find it on Wikipedia. It's really not that hard. But the book report is due on day after tomorrow. That is on Monday. And I need someone who has read it just to give me what they got from the book in their own words. I literally just said it. I literally just do that. Right? Great Gatsby, classic novel. It tells a story from Nick's point of view with Jay, with Daisy, about Daisy, and Tom. The love triangle between the three, and everything is seen through Nick's point of view. Jay is just using Nick to get on Daisy. Oh, forgot to mention that Daisy is Nick's distant cousin. So Jay is trying to use Nick to get on Daisy. And unfortunately, this love triangle between the three is absolutely stupid and just sad, petty little drama between the three, to the point where some people die. And I'm not going to spoil no which. You got to read the book or just watch the 2013 adaptation. It's not the greatest, but not the greatest film ever, but it does cover the plot all right. So anyway, I need someone who has read it to just give me what they got from the book in their own words. Oh, here's the twist. I haven't read it. The twist, I'm going to give you that twist, right? I have not read the book. All I read is just the plot summary from Wikipedia. I just read the plot summary from Wikipedia, and I can tell you the plot pretty easily just from that. Because the plot is pretty simple. It's just a classic love triangle dilemma from the point of view of somebody that is observing the love triangle and seeing the absolutely pathetic lengths that this Jay Gatsby guy tries to go to in order to get Daisy's attention. And unfortunately, he completely failed miserably. I haven't read the actual book. I'm telling you just the plot based on the plot summary on Wikipedia. And you don't need to, you don't need to actually read it, right? What I'm trying to say is that this Redditor sucks at cheating. This Redditor sucks at cheating, right? He sucks at cheating so much that he had to e-beg his cheating. He had to e-beg his tomorrow's assignment on Reddit when I literally just read the Wikipedia plot synopsis and oh my god, 200 words, really? 200 words? 200 words. For reference, all right, my shorts are on average 300 words. A 200 word short on my channel is like less than a minute. 200 words is not much. The fact that you have to ask a Redditor to write 200 words, you can literally copy the Wikipedia description and change the words, and you will get 200 words. This is just skill issue, dude. This is just the noob. You suck at not only writing, but you suck at cheating.
ذنوب في الخلوات كثير.
Not only you suck at reading, but you also suck at cheating. I am actually more insulted on the fact that you suck at cheating. If somebody tells me, hey, make a book report of this classic book that has been deconstructed, that has been analyzed several times, I just need to go to the Wikipedia page and just read a couple of paragraphs and be like, oh, that's what the book is. Boom. I just make 200 words out of it. I don't have to read the book. I don't even have to read the book. I can just use the Wikipedia plot summary and just write a book report on it quickly and then claim that I have read the book, which I haven't. What I'm trying to say is that you are still able to grasp the overall plot of the book without even needing to read it. And you can certainly write a report on it without having to read it, because everybody else has already written the report for that. But seriously, it's handwritten, and so I'll make it really big and make it seem like a thick report. 200 words is like it's like 2-page max. 200 words is like 2-page flip. Like 2-page flip on an A4 paper. If you can't write that much, you just suck. You suck as a human being. You fail elementary school. Like, genuinely, you fail elementary school. You should go back to elementary school. Straight up. Moving on. What is this? Senior software... Yahoo! Yahoo! That's a name that I haven't heard in a long-ass time. Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo. Senior software developer, Claude code expert. Okay, so somebody on Yahoo is asking for a Claude code expert. Okay, that's a very nice, interesting job. Yahoo is seeking a senior software developer with 10 plus years of experience with Claude Code. 10 plus years? Then...
Hold on. No.
10 plus years of experience with Claude Code. That's like asking for somebody who has 10 plus years of experience with ChatGPT. Dude, ChatGPT hasn't existed that long. Claude Code hasn't existed that long. It's like saying, I want somebody who has 10 plus years of experience playing Expedition 33. I want somebody who has 10 plus years of experience playing Astrobot. Like, the game is not even 10 years plus years old. How are you going to find somebody 10 plus years of experience with cloud code? Is this person a fucking time traveler? What? God dang it, Yahoo expert. I guess somebody on the HR department, they just copy and paste template, but they didn't change. They couldn't be bothered to change the experience or whatever. It's so stupid, but hey. That's lazy job for you. Moving on. Wow, it is time to talk about games being killed. I already talked about this in a video, but we're gonna elaborate this even further, right? Minecraft and Call of Duty servers called illegal by ESA because God forbid that you as a player want to host your own servers with your buddies, right? Man, remember LogMe and Hamachi? I remember LogMe and Hamachi. I remember when you had to use when we had to the only way for us to access Minecraft server and play Minecraft online is by tricking the computer into thinking that we are in a LAN network. And that we have to use what's called LogMe and Hamachi, which is basically a VPN, and it's freaking awesome at the time. I don't use it that much because I don't play Minecraft online that much. But there used to be a time in which I heard so many people having tutorials on how to set up Minecraft servers back in the day, and they had to use what is called LogMe and Hamachi. It's absolutely crazy. But again, apparently that's bad. And again, one of the things that is definitively recent that I have been using, and everybody should use if you play this game, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you have to use what's called the plutonium mod, and you have to use it. You have to use it. You cannot use the game multiplayer, right? The multiplayer component of the game without plutonium. You can, but you shouldn't. And the reason is because there is a vulnerability that has been exploited. There's an exploit that makes the game completely insecure that is not patched by Activision because Activision is a bunch of dicks. They don't patch that exploit, but the plutonium mod absolutely does. It patched that particular exploit to prevent your PC from being hacked by playing Black Ops 2. So that's why you need to download that plutonium mod if you want to play Black Ops 2 multiplayer and with bots. I mean, Black Ops 2 already has built-in bots in it of itself, but the plutonium mod definitely improves it quite a lot. And God forbid that I play some games with bots in them, right? God forbid, right? I mean, there's a reason. The reason why games like Counter-Strike Source or Counter-Strike in general, they are still able to survive to this day is because they have bots. You don't need to play the multiplayer component with your friends. You can literally just have bots running around, and those bots are able to provide a multiplayer experience. You can use them for practice. It doesn't have to practice. It doesn't need to be practice like genuine practice against human beings, but you can understand and navigate the map. Like, there are many ways in which bots can be utilized for practice, but I don't understand why a lot of multiplayer games, they just simply do not want to utilize bots or don't have bots at all. It just completely boggles my mind. But hey, that's just how it is. And we all know this. We talked about this last week. Physical disc production is ending for PlayStation games. I still have my physical copies of PlayStation games right here. And this is happening at the same time. If you guys missed my Q&A session yesterday, all these physical copies of PlayStation 4 that I'm about to sell a lot of these. And they're happening at the same time as this. And it's just an absolute crazy irony. And the most recent game that is about to have an interest, somebody is interested in this copy, is Persona 5 Royale. This is the steelbook copy of Persona 5 Royale that APB bought. But I don't have to give the Royale the steelbook version. I don't have to give the person the steelbook version. The person is only asking for the original, regular version of Persona 5 Royale, not the steelbook copy of Persona 5 Royale. I still have this one because this is a very nice little cover. Very nice little steelbook cover. Whereas the person is asking for the actual Blu-ray copy of Persona 4 Royale. Persona 5 Royale. Persona 4 Royale. But regardless, I'm gonna sell plenty of PlayStation 4 games because I also sold my PS4s and I want to sell them to flip them, make some quick bucks and everything like that. And I did make some quick bucks on that one. Absolutely crazy. Ooh, keep it my Sandy. Tip to Canadian. 2 Canadian on Super Chats. Thank you so much. Did you read my last stream element yesterday? I'm pretty sure I did. Which one? Oh, this one. This one, literally yesterday. I think I did not. I did not read this one. Kevin Marsandi to $1. Rebel Taxi put his cartoon pilot in VHS. It's just a style now, but the concept of physical media is not. Even if the mindset is simply a feeling, it's not invalid to want to feel secure that you will have access to your favorite movie, game, or show. I have not read that one. I am so sorry about that. But thank you so much for reminding me to read it. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, games will be cheaper, right? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, games will not be cheaper. If anything, it's gonna be way more expensive. And I think we've had a bit of a discussion yesterday whether Sony I'm making the point, right? I'm making the point yesterday about this whole thing. Can Sony actually afford physical copies? Can they actually afford keep on making physical copies for the foreseeable future? Some people say that they can. They just chose not to. They don't want to make physical copies anymore because they just want to make more money. My theory, right? My speculation is that they literally cannot. They literally cannot afford to make physical copies. They are bleeding cash. They're losing a lot of money. They're not performing well in the Sony quarterly reports and revenue reports. I think they are actually losing. They're actually losing money. Their sales performance is not very good. In terms of revenue, in terms of profit margins, they're not making any genuine sales, any tangible results that are actually profitable for their business, for Sony's business as a whole, the PlayStation brand at least. I think they're genuinely bleeding cash. And that's why they decided to stop doing physical copies altogether. And that's why I don't think they're going to reverse this at any point in any time soon. Because if you guys know with events like Concord, where they lose billions of dollars on Concord, billions probably, not even probably, it's like they definitely lose billions of dollars in Concord. Not only they lost billions of dollars in Concord, they invest so much money on Bungie, and they've pretty much expressed how much their investment on Bungie is just not really yielding any tangible results, any positive results that are actually contributing to their revenue, to their profit margins and everything like that. They're not making any sorts of profits. So in that regard, I think Sony genuinely couldn't afford it. They cannot afford to go physical anymore, so they completely axed it. And now everybody is suffering the consequences. Sony is bleeding cash. Sony is bleeding in terms of business as a whole. They're not making any genuine profits, and that's why I decided to axe this whole thing off. That's what I believe. So I decided to do. I decided to ask Gemini. I was like, "What do you think? What are the facts of the situation? Do you think this is caused because Sony doesn't want to, or do you think it's caused because Sony literally cannot afford to do that?" And Gemini's conclusion is basically both. Sony doesn't want to do that because they literally can't do that. Keep Sandy tip to Canadian, and yet they can still afford executive pay. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Well, the thing about executive pay is that they absolutely have to do that regardless. So, of course, they're going to have to be able to afford it, because if they can't afford it, they're going to lose executives. So they lose executives, they're fucked. They're fucked. I'm telling you. Would you rather save a tiny bit of money or have the game industry crumble? Dude, did you not see the many layoffs that's been happening in the last couple of days, last couple of weeks? We have so many video game layoffs in the Western gaming industry that it is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely nuts that we have so many video game layoffs in the Western gaming industry right now. It is crazy that it's happening pretty much every week at this point. And it doesn't just happen to the big AAA game companies. It also happens to the smaller game companies. We see layoffs after layoffs after layoffs. The gaming industry is, or at least the Western gaming industry, they are crumbling without a shadow of a doubt. They are absolutely crumbling. And since Sony decided to move their headquarters to California, they have turned into not a Japanese game industry. They are now the Western gaming industry. They are part of the Western gaming industry right now, and they are crumbling. They are absolutely crumbling. They're scrambling for profits. They're trying to maximize as much revenue as they can, and they do whatever it takes to make sure that they can gain as much profit as possible, including pulling anti-consumer garbage like this. So, the Western gaming industry is doomed. The Eastern gaming industry, on the other hand, it's not doomed. Japanese gaming industry is doing incredibly well. The Chinese industry, putting aside the cow dung being thrown to the love and deep space, there are so many gacha games that are made in China. They're actually doing extremely well. Same with goes to Korean gacha as well. So this is definitely not an issue that the Eastern gaming industry is suffering from. It's only the Western gaming industry that's suffering this issue because they're just unable to compete in any legitimate way with the Eastern gaming industry with what they are able to provide. And the one thing that I also noticed with a lot of the Eastern gaming industry is like, yes, they do make their AAA games, they do make their Black Myth Wukong, they make their Stellar Blades and everything like that, right? Occasionally they made that, but for the most part, their main target demographic are people that have phones. That's why they make their games, they develop their games for people, for mobile gamers. And that's why they're earning a lot of profits, because you don't need expensive gaming hardware for playing games on the phone. You're reaching a lot more audiences with that. And you have business models and schemes that are able to sustain you in the long run. So you are making a lot of focus in that department. Whereas in the Western gaming industry, I don't think there are any... The studios that are trying to focus on mobile gaming in the Western gaming industry is just not as good. It's not as competitive. Western mobile games are just not as competitive as the Eastern mobile games. I don't see, not even people in the chat, I don't see people in the chat going, oh, I played this Western mobile game at one point. It's like Western, you don't see Western mobile games offering gacha elements or something along those lines. And, well, I'm not trying something new. They refuse to try anything amazing at all. So they refuse to try to do something that the Eastern gaming industry has done, and they have done successfully. So that's what I'm trying to say, right? You don't see Western gaming industry making excellent mobile games, but the Eastern gaming industry, they have amazing mobile games, and there are people in the chat playing Eastern mobile games from the East. And the Western gaming industry just simply cannot compete with that. Anyway, moving on. If you're switching to PC because PlayStation is going digital, oh, I got some bad news for you, because Steam is also all digital. Except Steam has no DRM-free offerings. Steam has many features that PlayStation does not have that are also free, like multiplayer. Steam does not require any payments in subscription for multiplayer. It does not at all. Steam also allows you to back up your games perfectly fine on your PC and restore the backup perfectly fine. Steam also lets you to use and customize your controllers so that it can suit whatever your gameplay needs are. Steam also allows you to play the game remotely through your phones, through Steam Link. That's actually an amazing feature. I play Buckshot Roulette through my phone. Not exactly the most complicated game to play, but perfectly playable on the phone. Buckshot Roulette is amazing. I play plenty of games on my phone through Steam Link as well. I've played visual novels through Steam Link using my phone. I can literally have the visual novel running on my PC, and then I can just sleep on my bed while I'm reading the visual novel. Perfectly fine. No issues in that regard whatsoever. And yet here you are trying to argue, oh, but PlayStation has features too, right? After Sony's decision, this is the gift. Do you want to visit my home? Oh my... And I mean, dude, I get it. I get it that you want to be gifted physical copies of PlayStation games, but what the actual hell is happening with Leon's face right there? Dude.
Why don't you do us all a favor and leave before the audience gets pissed off?
What happened to that face? Dude, the fact that you have to AI generate these copies of games, you don't have to do this. You can just literally Photoshop it, whatever. But the fact that you have to AI generate all these copies of games, you put it in a bouquet or whatever, right? You are actually contributing to the reason why Sony is failing, where PlayStation is failing. Guess what? PlayStation also got hit with the hardware market shortage. They are unable to develop PlayStations anymore because all the hardware that's being used to make PCs and PlayStations has been hoarded by AI companies, by the same people, by the same companies that are making and generating this fucking AI garbage. So, where's my? That's true. I need to play the Dank Pods clip. Where's my Dank Pods? Ah, this one. Exactly. Oh my god, Asmongold. Why is it Asmongold just constantly make the dumbest and the dumbest of takes? I swear to God. Asmongold absolutely agreed after reacting to Sony's PlayStation decision to end physical media copies and saying, if you want to ask and you want to wonder why this is happening, it's our fault. Our fault? Asmongold? What do you mean that's our fault? What do you say fuck me for?
What do you say fuck me for? Say fuck that nigga.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck? Why are you saying that this is our fault? What did we do? What is the charge? What is the charge?
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Excuse me, Asmongold, how is this our fault? I think they're making the right decision. I don't think they're making the right decision. In terms of retaining customer loyalty, I think they're making the wrong decision. They are making the right decision business-wise, but they are the ones who brought themselves into that situation. They decided to invest on live service games that nobody plays, that got taken off after just 2 weeks. That's entirely Sony's fault. But they blame the players. They think the players are to blame for that. Concord is not on us. It's entirely on you, dude. Unbelievable. I think that they realized that they... I do not have time. I know Asmongold is not British, but this is British.
Let us commence forth. British?
Asmongold is not British, but what's with the British spelling on the br? What's with the British spelling, Birmingham?
Just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in a shithole. Do you know what I mean? Birmingham is a fucking shithole. I hate the fucking place. I fucking hate it. It's full of dickheads. I fucking hate it.
Still very funny. Anyway, I think that they realized that nobody's buying physical media anymore. That's not true, Asmongold. People are still buying physical media. I literally sold The Last of Us Remastered for $125K for like $8. Somebody bought Last of Us Remastered from me a couple days ago. I quite literally bought The Last of Us Remastered from me a couple of days ago for just $8. I'm not even fucking joking. There are people that buy physical media, even to this day, especially in the secondhand market. The fact that I am selling these games on the physical media, and the fact that there are people chatting on me on Facebook Marketplace and be like, yo, can I buy this game? The interest is there. The interests are there. There are people that buy physical media, and you're telling me that they're not? That's just straight up wrong, Asmongold. I don't know why you say that it doesn't. Keep him a sandy to $1. It's our fault for tolerating things that led to this, like a boiling frog that noticed things that were getting mildly warm. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. I'm glad that you brought up the frog that noticed things were getting mildly warm. The thing about frogs, right? The thing about that metaphor is that it does not work in reality. If you actually do that to a frog, they will leave before the water is even boiled. Why? Because frogs are actually like they're bored. They got easily bored. The actual experiment being done to those frogs is way more accurate to reality, in that if you put those frogs in that particular boiling pot or whatever, right? The frog is just gonna leap out of that before the pot's even hot. And that's way more accurate to the reality at hand, because that's just the representation of audience trends. People are not just gonna wait until that trend gets boiled down to the point where it gets destroyed. They're just gonna leave and find something else immediately before that happens. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They should just leave. It's not worth distributing, producing, and shipping out all these copies because people just aren't buying them. I'm sorry, but people absolutely are buying them. This is just a complete denial of reality. Just completely a denial of reality. Just you're not living in reality.
You're arguing against reality, and that's exactly what I'm saying here. That's not reality. That's not the reality that I live in. You're not living in reality. You're totally detached from reality.
Completely detached from reality, Take. I swear to God. Asmongold goes off, oh, Izzy now, saying it's mind-boggling that people still don't understand this. No matter whether physical or digital, you never truly own it. Yes, I've said this too. That doesn't mean, okay, I don't care if this copy of Persona 5, right, is not technically mine because Sony can just basically say, oh, you don't actually own this copy of Persona 5. I don't care if this is just a license to unlock Persona 5 on my PlayStation 4 or 5, whenever I play it. I still hold it with my hand. I still hold this game with my hand. It's mine. I hold it physically. It's mine. The data on this game is on this Blu-ray disc. That is mine. Well, about to be somebody else, but at this moment it's mine. And it feels good to have that, to own that. And I guess you just don't understand that it is. This is what makes me so mad about this. Oh, really? You're mad about it? Just because you buy a digital version doesn't mean that you should be giving up any of your consumer rights. No. Buying a digital version is perfectly valid. The problem is not that digital version is bad. It's that we're not given any options. If I want to buy physical, I'll buy physical. If I can buy physical, I might buy physical or I might buy digital. Either way, there are options for me to choose. And people are not giving us the options to choose. And Sony's not giving us the option to choose. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. And this concept, this dichotomy between physical and digital editions, they just almost assume that you have less ownership of them is bullshit. Dude, I literally hold the copy in my hand. I own this. I can sell this. This is the benefit of a physical copy. I literally own this. I'm holding the disc right now. I can resell this. But the problem with Sony not letting digital copies is that this is way more expensive to make. The production of the Blu-ray disc, burning the data of the game into that Blu-ray disc, right? That takes a long ass time. Designing the covers for this, printing the covers for this, that takes a long ass time. Distributing these takes a long ass time. You know what's cheap? You know what's cheap, right? The empty Blu-ray cases for these, I look it up on the store. They cost like 20 cents for an empty Blu-ray casing. 20 cents. I'm not even joking. They cost like super cheap for one of these. It's 20 cents. You can buy like 5 of these, print up a paper, and then put the paper into the case, and boom, you got yourself a game case. And then also print the download code inside. Boom. Done. Way cheaper. But you don't get to own the game, you just own the case. You just own this. This is exactly what I meant, right? Look, no game.
Thank you.
Absolutely no game. It's just a case. But it does feel good to hold it, though. Hey, I have Persona 5 Royale, except I don't have Persona 5 Royale on the PS4. I have it on PC. I can install it on PC, because the game's already cracked. I typically choose Canadian 5 Excellent Chef, thank you so much. I typically choose physical over digital if I have the option, even if the physical is more expensive. Thank you so much for the donation, keep them coming. Seriously. It is a false dichotomy that's been created by companies in order to give you the illusion that you have control. Dude, I don't give a shit whether these companies are giving us illusion that they have control. Having a physical copy of a game is still way better than a digital copy that you cannot sell, that you cannot resell, that it's not actually yours. I know that true ownership of digital games, true ownership of digital content right now is through pirated, cracked copies of them. I know that. I know that. But that doesn't dismiss the fact that there are lots of people that want to have the feeling of ownership by having these digital copies and actually hold these digital copies for themselves. And if you actually install Persona 5 Royale, you can actually play it even without the patches, even without the additional content. You can put the game on the PlayStation 5 and install it on your hard drives and play it just fine without the needs of connecting to the internet. That's what most people want to do, and they can't do that for a lot of games. Oh, also, thank you so much, Community Notes Chan. Majority of games are on full on cart on the disc, while some games require downloads. Heck, Final Fantasy Remake requires like multiple discs in order for you to enjoy the full experience. Keeping my sanity to $1. I remember the hype for Final Fantasy 15 when it was scheduled to release in September 2016. The game went gold in August that year. That's when the discs were being printed. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. He is 100% correct. He is 100% correct. No. 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 No, he's not. Oh my god. I am literally about to fall asleep on this one. Oh my god. Such an awful schedule to stream. But I swear to god. No, he's not 100% correct. I did research with various AI. I did research with various AI. Oh, really? Did you now? And all they say all the same. Oh, really? Did you now? Did you now? Guys, what do we do to the people that use AI, to the dumbasses that use AI for research and prove things with AI for research? Well, we use AI too. I mean, hey, granted, I also use AI for research on a lot of these dumb hooplas, except at least my AI is better than yours. At least my AI get to the facts of the matter than yours. But hey, since you want to prove that you are talking the truth with AI, then let me use my AI. The news of PlayStation discontinuing physical copies of games moving forward is upsetting many players around the world. Some people apparently said that the decision was done due to digital sales being better than physical, and that no one buys physical media anymore. Yeah, those claims are true. Now, at least those claims are actually made. People actually say those claims. Not that those claims are factually true, it's that there are people that actually say those. One even said that they researched with various AI. So I asked, what are the facts? Just the facts, pure facts. No opinion, no nothing, just give me the facts. What are the facts behind the physical digital sales? Even if Sony published, what about the used market? As in selling my PS4 games too. Certainly there's a massive number of them too, right? The fact check. Thank you so much, AI. Finally, some actual fact checking from a model that knows how to do this shit. Unbelievable. I'm telling you guys, right? If somebody decides to use AI for the research, all right, I'm going to use AI for research and see which AI provides the better answer. Who's going to judge that, right? Seriously. Anyway, the AI models and individuals claiming digital sales dominate are technically correct regarding new retail purchases. So basically what happened is this dude is only reading the surface level information but didn't grasp the full detail. Here's the full detail for you, right? The Sony's official financial reports, the 85% figure, yeah, it did say that 85% of full game software sales were digital downloads, and physical copies were only just 15%. Here's the problem. There are way more digital copies of games compared to physical copies of games. Seriously, think about that. There are many AAA game companies. The games that are turned into physical copies, right? Making these cost money. Making these physical copies of games, right, costs money. A lot of indie games cannot afford to make physical copies of their games, so they only distribute them digitally. The same goes for so many games, even AAA games these days, right? Some of them, like straight up, they cannot afford to make physical copies of their games. They just can only afford them digitally. Some of them, they do it because they want to save costs and they want to dominate the market for themselves. But others, genuinely, they literally cannot do it. They literally cannot afford it. Right? The point is, there are way more digital games than there are physical games. Way more on the store. If you go to a store, the amount of games that are on the store, I can assure you, will be way less compared to the games that are on the digital store. That's why there are so many sales. Because there are more digital games. Not because the ratio between the people that buy digital games are worse than the people, are better than the people that buy physical. If anything, there are also statistics that show that it's more like 50-50. Half of people buy the digital version, half of people buy the physical version. It can go back and forth depending on the game. Some games people buy physical more than digital. Some games people buy digital more than physical. But either way, it's always in that same ratio. So digital sales average around 80%. This is a massive jump from PS4's launch when digital full game sales were under 10%. Yeah, There are lots and lots of people that are buying their games digitally nowadays compared to physical. Yes, that is true. But again, like I said, there are more digital games. And people know how to download digital games for the at the time, right now. At the time, people were not familiar with downloading digital games. They're not. Even during the PS3 era. In introducing downloading games from the PSN, you can do that for sure, but it's not like a massively common thing. Like, you usually do that for like Xbox indie games. I still remember Xbox Live Arcade. I still remember when Xbox Live Arcade was a thing and you had to download like smaller indie titles straight up from Xbox Live. I don't know about the PS3. I'm not too familiar because the only PS3 era that I'm familiar with is with the pirated versions of the PS3. But I do know for a fact that with PS3, there are PKGs with PS3s. And those PKGs allow you to install the games in full as well. So in PS3, you can absolutely do install games digitally as well. But back in the PS3 era, we just came back from the PS2 era, which is mostly physical. PS3 era is at the time where they introduced digital distribution for PlayStation. I mean, I don't think you have digital distribution on PlayStation 2. Maybe it's like super rare occasions, but in PS3 you can definitely get digital distribution for the games, but that's only very, very early on. Same goes with PS4. And then most people figure out how to download their games online. Most people figure out how to download their games on the PlayStation Store, so they opted to just choose the download option. That doesn't mean that you should completely eradicate physical copies entirely. Publisher data, major third-party publishers report even higher margins. Capcom recently announced that a massive 93% of its sales are digital. Yeah, again, from a purely corporate primary market perspective, the demand for new physical retail has declined. Stopping these completely ignores the massive economic footprint of physical media that Sony doesn't track. Right? Because there is a massive number of physical media that are being sold. There are 210 million console units worldwide, and there are 1.64 billion software units have been sold for these two platforms, right? Combined. And there are millions of players that are buying used games, trading with friends, selling their old used games. For the instructional video, do I have to play that? I don't think I have to play that because that aged very, very poorly. But again, it's huge. There are billions of people. Billions of dollars are being spent on people buying used games probably every year at this point. And Sony makes zero in royalties. This right here is why Sony wants to take over the gaming market by completely removing physical copies. They want to do all digital because they want to get all the money for themselves. They don't want us to make money out of our own games. Can't do that. And players are absolutely right to be upset. I haven't bought a physical game since 2019. I really couldn't care less. Bro, if you really couldn't care less, then shut the fuck up. Literally just leave.
Why don't you do us all a favor and leave before the audience gets pissed off?
Just leave. Literally just leave. Like, I haven't bought a physical game since 2019. Okay, then shut the fuck up. Then why do you even make a comment? You are completely irrelevant in this discussion. In this discussion, people are complaining that physical copies are losing. If you're just buying digital, if you're only... Guys, the last physical copy of the games that I buy are from PS4, and now we're in the PS5 era. I shouldn't be part of the discussion either, but I can sympathize with the people that buy physical copies of PlayStation games. I mostly play games on pirated copies anyway, but I can still sympathize with people that buy physical, because there was a time where I used to buy physical. I can relate to that. I guess you can't. Unbelievable. Who the fuck cares about delisting? What do you mean, who the fuck cares about delisting? Dude, everybody should care about delisting. Imagine you bought a game and then Sony decided, you know what, that game is no longer yours anymore. Fuck you. Oh, I forgot to put a screenshot where if you... What do you call it? I forgot to put a screenshot where if you only... If you don't have your PSN account activated for like 3 years, Sony's going to remove that. That's crazy. That explains why there are so many people that don't use their PSN for a while now and found out that the games that they bought on the digitally on that account is lost forever. Keep my sanity to $1. A lot of successful indie and AA games didn't launch with physical release, having it come months or even a year or two later. Stray, even Psychonauts 2 with Microsoft backing, Edith Finch, if I'm not wrong as well. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. There are definitely plenty of games that have not been published physically and have been published digitally, and a lot of game developers benefit so much from digital distribution. But again, that does not necessarily mean, right, we should remove physical entirely. And the reason why Sony removes physical entirely is because they just want to reap the benefits for themselves. Straight up. When was the last time you held a game disc in your hand? Now. Now. Literally now. I am holding it one right now. Come on, dude. Unbelievable. The disc disappeared, the case disappeared, the shipping disappeared, the manual disappeared, the map poster disappeared, yet somehow the price went up. Yeah, because game corporations are greedy. Gamers are crack at it. Ooh. Excuse me. Gamers are crack addicts. Hold on. Hold on. No. Me?
What do you say fuck me for? Say fuck that nigga.
What do you mean? Gamers are crack addicts that will justify anything to be... Hold on a second. How is that our fault? Gamers are crack addicts. Me? How is that our fault? The disc disappeared. The case disappeared. The shipping, the manual, the map poster, they all disappeared. It's somehow the price went up. And somehow that's our fault? What is wrong with you, dude? What do you say fuck me for?
What do you say fuck me for? Say fuck that nigga.
What do you say fuck me for, dude? And of course, Sony is going to raise the PlayStation Plus price. I got nothing. I'll just lead this. Price hikes everywhere. I can't even say I want to say one game, I don't know why, but how about one customer, I don't know why. Forget one game, I don't know why. At this point, Sony is going to fast track into only having one customer, I don't know why. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they have, that's what they're suffering right now. Unbelievable. So everyone's saying they won't buy a PS6 or Helix because of the price and no physical disc. Yeah, because they're expensive. And why the hell would we need a PS6? Why would we need a PS6? Seriously, why? PlayStation 5, like, dude, the PlayStation 5 is... the PlayStation 5 is like, what, 6 years old? 5, 6 years old at this point? 6 to 7 years old? Oh my god.
Hold on. No.
Oh my god, the PlayStation 5 is 6 to 7 years old. Anyway, so I don't care if the life cycle of a PS5 or a console is still like 8 years or 10 years or whatever, right? But there are still games that are genuinely made on the PlayStation 6 and still run incredibly well. PlayStation 5 and still run incredibly well. I don't understand why we need a PS6 to begin with. I just don't understand it. What's your alternative, Nintendo? Well, Nintendo is one alternative. It's not the only alternative, but yeah, it's one of them. Remember when Capcom executive Keep My Sanity to $1 was surprised by the demand of the original PS1 release Resident Evils and Dino Crisis? Yeah, this does feel like that. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Come on, y'all. We have $10 more to get to $30, and we're only just starting in for the major gaming hooplas. PC has no physical games either. Wait, and it's even more expensive. This person just said PC is more expensive. This person just said PC is more expensive. PC is more expensive.
You're arguing against reality, and that's exactly what I'm saying here. That's not reality. That's not the reality that I live in. You're not living in reality. You're totally detached from reality.
Dude.
Thank you.
Excellent chef. Tip another 5 Canadian. Thank you so much. 352. The last physical release I bought was in 2023 for PC. Wow. Which game did you actually buy physical on a PC? That's crazy. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But regardless, PC is even more expensive. What kind of reality did you live in where PC is more expensive, dude? What kind of reality did you live in? Or are we just quitting gaming? The reason I don't quit gaming, I just don't have time for gaming. I work. I got jobs. I got bills to pay. I don't quit gaming. I just don't have time for gaming. Keep it sandy to $1. One customer, but we actually know why. That's true. We know why. But not Sony. So Sony is like one customer. I don't know why. But we know why. Which is way more horrifying. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Also, my fucking god, democracy is manifesting on this one. Good lord.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Democracy is manifesting on this one. That's a crazy level of democracy. 1.1 thousand in favor compared to 219. That's crazy. I've been all digital for 11 years. Dude, I've been I'll say almost all digital. I've been distributing digital copies of games since when I was pirating Portal 2 back in like 2011. Or Portal, the original Portal. Good lord. I haven't lost access to any game. I haven't lost access to any games. Dude, just literally just shut the fuck up. Literally just shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick. What do you mean? I haven't lost access to any games. Do you not have empathy? Do you not have sympathy to the people that have lost access to their games? There are games that are on my Steam that I lost access to. You have no sympathy for me, I guess? Then what the fuck are you talking about? Just shut the fuck up, dude. Completely zero sympathy, have no empathy whatsoever, does not understand why people are upset, then why are you even here? I don't have to constantly get up to change this and I save space. I know. That's why I like digital as well. It's convenient. That doesn't mean that physical copies should be removed. I am literally about to fucking die of just... Oh my goodness. It's literally 12 a.m. Unbelievable. The used game market barely saves you any money unless you buy old games. That's what most we're gonna be buying anyway on the used market. We're not gonna buy new games on the used market. What are you talking about? Dude, if you're buying new games on the used market, then that game must have sucked really bad that somebody are selling it day one. No, seriously, think about that. Think about it, right? Imagine the game being so bad that people are immediately selling it in the used market. Of course people are gonna buy old games in the used market. What kind of games are they gonna buy? New ones? Why are you buying new games used? You're a fucking dumbass. Oh my god. Oh, unbelievable. The used game market barely saves you any money unless you buy old games. But that's the only game you're gonna be buying in the used market, you dumbass. The only thing I hope is digital games is price reduction. They're not gonna reduce the price. Because again, like I said, Sony literally cannot afford to lose. They cannot. They cannot. Concord, they lost billions of dollars. Bungie's investment, they lost billions of dollars. They are bleeding cash. They are pretty much bleeding cash in many ways or the other. The quarterly reports, the revenues, they're not doing very, very well for PlayStation. Not for Sony. Sony's actually doing very well. But the thing is, Sony makes all sorts of stuff. All sorts of hardware. Basically any other things aside from video games. They also produce movies. They also distribute movies. It's one thing. But PlayStation do way more. Way. Sorry, PlayStation is their subsidiaries, and they're not doing very well, financially speaking. And that's why they're bleeding, pretty much. That's why they do all this garbage. PC does not have backwards compatibility. PC does not have backwards compatibility, dude. Oh my god, I think I've heard this argument before, right? What is wrong? What is wrong with you? Quick question, should I go for a speaker, headphone plus microphone, or a headset? It depends. If you want convenience, headset. If you want to have everything do really, really well on their job, have them separately. If you just want something convenient that have all of them do all those jobs and they have do okay, headset. But if you want to have them really good, buy them separately. Anyway, try playing any CD-ROM from before 2005 for modern hardware. Wait, hold on. Try playing any CD-ROM from before 2005 for modern hardware. You actually can. You can. You just need community patches to make sure that they are playable in the current year. There are some games that do not have that luxury, though. I can admit to that. I can tell you that for a fact. I tried playing Road Rash, the PC version, in current year. It just straight up does not work. And I love Road Rash. I really want to play Road Rash. But God forbid, right? Hell, try playing floppy disk. You don't need floppy disk anymore. We have way better. Floppy disks are just very, very small. Are just USB sticks of the time. They're used to contain files. They're used to be the way to store data. But they're very, very low in size. They're like 14 megabytes at most. I think they're like 14 megabytes. They're around that size, or even a megabyte. Regardless, they're the USB sticks of that generation, of that era. But we don't use them anymore because we already have USB sticks. Modern version of Windows are still compatible with all 32-bit Windows programs dating back to Windows 95. Exactly. Thanks to WoW 64 compatibility layer, also 32-bit version of Windows 10 are also compatible with 16-bit Windows DOS app. What else is there to say? Seriously. That isn't true backwards compatibility. Oh my god. No true Scotsman policy. Just move the fucking goalposts, right? Silicon to $1. I can play your puny consoles games on PS1 to PS5 in my laptop with just Linux simulators. And whine, you Sony pony can't. Exactly. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. If you can't just insert the disc inside to have them use the patches or GOG, which literally just means the game has been updated to modern PCs, then it's just updating the game at that point, which means changing the original files. But that is still backwards compatibility. You can still play the games. What are your standards of backwards compatibility? My standard of backwards compatibility is the ability to play the game. And yes, granted, you need to apply some patches in order for the game to be playable in current year, but you can play them. You can't exactly put a PlayStation 1 game onto a PlayStation 5 and have them to actually play out. Last time I checked, can you put a PS2 game on a PlayStation 5 and have it to actually play the PS2 game in question? I don't think so. Can you put a PS3 game on a PS5 and have it to actually play the PS3 game? I don't think so. That's not backwards compatibility. I mean, yeah, with PC games in the past, they require a lot of patches. But guess what? After the patches are being applied, you can play them. Ooh, no. Unbelievable. 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 It's just updating the game at that point, which means changing the original files. Again, you can... This is so fucking stupid. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, that's the thing. PlayStation 5 can't read CDs. That's another thing. Because they can't read CDs, they're not exactly backwards compatible with PS1 and PS2 games, can they? Seriously. Just a reminder that any game I purchase on GOG has no value after you buy it. Wait, what? What do you mean? Can't sell it if it goes up in price. But well, of course you can't sell it. It's just an installer. Are you going to sell an installer? Can't trade it in a GameStop. That's not an issue. Can't take it to a pawn shop, also not an issue. Can't wrap it up as a gift for someone. Wait, you can actually. You can. No, you can't wrap up the game. Yeah, you can. You can just copy the installer into a USB stick and be like, hey, yo, here's a copy of a game that is DRM free, you can install it. Trails of Cold Steel is on GOG. Hey, here's a copy of Trails of Cold Steel. You can install it. Have fun. Can't wrap it up as a gift for someone. Yeah, you can. You can do that for GOG games because they're just an installer file. Can't pass it down to my grandkids in 20 years. Yes, you absolutely can. Assuming that in next 20 years, the installer is compatible with whatever... assuming that in the next 20 years, the run for the installer file is compatible, yeah, you absolutely can. Unbelievable. Okay, moving on. Moving on from games being killed by Sony and Sony killing games and ESA killing games, we have developers killing preservation. Oh, this amazing discourse. Okay, so Sandy Peterson coming in and said, fuck pirates, as a man who designed games from 98 to 2012. 70 to 90% of Doom. Wow, we literally just talked about Doom a while back. Doom players pirated it. If not for that, we would literally have had much more of our workspace and upcoming projects. Quake may not have gutted id software. At least 50% of Age of Empires was pirated, which helped lead to a Microsoft buyout and eventual demise. And your excuse of, we have to try before we buy, are complete bullshit. Doom let you play at full 9 levels free. Age of Empires let you play a battle free to see how it worked. We bent over backwards to ensure you'd know what you were getting into. Damn pirates are like the guys who kill game. Whoa, hold on. Pirates killed Atari.
Hold on. No.
Pirates killed Atari and Amiga. Pirates killed Atari and Amiga. Dude, have you seen an Amiga game console? Have you seen the Amiga CD32? Like genuinely, I want to know, have you actually seen the Amiga CD32? It's a shit console. It's an absolutely trash console, dude. And Atari, bro, don't get me started on Atari. Don't fucking get me started on Atari. They straight up unable to compete. They lost. And you're coming here telling me that they got killed because of piracy. You're a fucking bullshit, dude. I don't know about the numbers on this one. I need to check the stats on that one. But I do know for a fact that pirates do not fucking kill Atari. They do not care. They literally do not get killed by pirates. I do know for a fact that Amiga did not get killed by pirates. Again, just see Amiga CD32. See the AVGN episode. And you're telling me with a straight face that that's the product that you're going to sell to everybody. Unbelievable. Then John Romero. Oh, John Romero coming in, the actual Class A developer, the actual developer superstar who actually developed Doom, came in and given the facts, dude.
Wow, what is after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
Oh my god. John Romero coming in. Hi Sandy, I hope you're doing well. I have appreciated the recent discussions. I do not agree with your framing. Regarding piracy, Doom is a complicated example because shareware was the model. Doom's first episode was designed to be freely copied, passed around, uploaded, installed, yada yada yada. That enormous unpaid audience was not the same thing as piracy. It was part of how Doom reached the world. By the mid-90s, Doom has something like 20 million shareware installs and more than 2 million paid copies sold. Those 20 million people were not pirates by default. A huge number of them were playing the free episode exactly as intended. That doesn't excuse people pirating the registered game. However, it's important not to collapse legal shareware distribution, unpaid reach, and actual piracy into one number.
Wow, what is after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
Amazing. Thank you, John Romero, for providing an actually insightful take from the insider, from the actual guy who developed Doom. And Daikatana, but yeah, Doom. Base. I also don't think piracy is what gutted it. It is still around and making games. Piracy must have cost money, but it wasn't the reason Quake was hard or why people eventually went to different ways. So yes, pay developers, buy the games you love, support the people who make them, but history is messier than pirates killed the companies. I can tell you for a fact that Atari did not get killed by pirates. I can tell you that for a fact. So coming in, Sandy, and telling me, oh, but Atari got killed by pirates. Amiga got killed by pirates. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the actual fuck up, dude. Oh, by the way, this is not the first time that John Romero is wishing Sandy Peterson well. This is not the first time. He keeps on... Sandy just loves to say bullshit. I don't know why. Sandy Peterson, he just loves to say absolute bullshit. And then every single time Sandy Abs says absolute bullshit, John Romero comes in and he keeps on correcting him. Like, bro, at this point, just shut the fuck up. You've been doing that since 2021. Oh my god. You've been doing this since 2021. You've been saying bullshit since 2021. And John Romero has been correcting all that bullshit since 2021. And we're still getting a new one even to this day. Just, dude, stop. Just literally, it's time to stop, dude. Time to stop.
It's time to stop! No more!
Time to stop, though. Time to fucking stop, dude. Good lord. And you keep on doing this, it just gets more and more embarrassing. Get Doom 3 out of there. It's not worthy. Oh my god. The Doom 3 hate. Doom. You do not. I mean, you can say whatever bullshit piracy all you like, but you do not diss on Doom 3. You do not. You do not. You do not.
Fuck you.
Just fuck you.
Just absolutely fuck you.
Fuck
Kill
you.
yourself.
Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you.
You do not diss on Doom 3, my dude. Complete disrespect. Ugh. Anyway. No one cares for single-player games. Oh my god, what is this? Why not revitalize the market with great story games rather than lost another billion chasing live services? Exactly. Ugh. Nobody cares about single-player story games anymore. Nobody. That's right, guys. Nobody cares about single-player story games anymore. No one cares about that, right? No one cares about that. Just don't invest on that anymore. Blaze Hard Panther tip 169. John is making Sandy his bitch. Exactly. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep him coming. That deserves a rim shot on that one. But seriously, nobody cares about single-player story games. What are you talking about, dude? And Sony doesn't know how to make live services that people want. Well, I agree with that second half at least. I agree with that last part, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Nobody cares about single-player story and IQ too low.
Wow, what is after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
That is actually a very funny reaction. And IQ too low. It's so funny. I don't know why it's so funny. IQ too low. I don't know why that's so funny. The bird with the bird and IQ too low. I can't. That's so funny. Oh, the bird is low IQ. IQ is too low. I knew it. Oh man. An IQ too low indeed. Okay, moving on. One more game, Hoopla. What is this? PC gamers. Steam has the best sales. Can't wait until the summer sale. Well, they do. They have the best sales. Out of all the digital distribution platforms, Steam genuinely has the best sales. Old games that were on subscription services for years. Oh, God forbid that Steam puts a discount in old games, right? God forbid that Steam puts discounts on old games. Ooh, Hotline Miami. Whoa, you can get Hotline Miami for less than $1? Dude. Dude, that's the deal of the fucking century. Hotline Miami is fucking awesome. The fact that you can get that less than $1 is fucking crazy. Ooh, Far Cry 4 for $3. Excellent deal on this one. You're telling me you can get Far Cry 4 for only $3? Amazing. Great deal. Watch Dogs 2 for $249. Great game. Amazing game, Watch Dogs 2. Highly recommend that one for $249. Amazing. Dishonored 2 at the $590. It's a bit too $595 is a bit too steep. But it's a pretty good game. I'll give it that. But yeah, dang, pretty good deals. Seriously. Oh, God forbid that people play good games, right? God forbid people play good games, right? Okay, moving on. We got thumbnail hooplas. We actually got the thumbnail hoopla. I feature Lisa Silverman in this hoopla because we got a plenty of Persona hooplas here. First off, I want to talk about this one. Remember a while back when The Weeknd started to play Persona on his Steam Deck? Well, The Weeknd rented out an entire cinema in Germany while on tour just to play Persona 3 Reload. I honestly, that's actually pretty crazy. I actually really like that. The Weeknd just goes completely embracing the full fucking weeb life on that one. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, good on you, The Weeknd. Good on you. But you see, it's not just the fact that he rented a whole ass theater just to play Persona 3 Reload for himself, right? But that's not the point, right? What I find very, very funny, not even Fez, haha. What I find very funny, right, is that there's so many influencers, quote unquote. There's so many Twitch streamers that were paid to play Persona 3 Reload at the time of release, right? They were paid to play that. But then after like a couple of weeks, they stop playing and they just move on to any other games. For some reason, it reminds me of that when Persona 3 Reload came out, there were Twitch streamers, they paid to pretend to enjoy the game, and then the next stream, they dropped the game entirely. And now you got an actual, like, genuine major artist, right? Real fan, who is an actual celebrity, and you don't even need to pay him. You don't even need to pay him. He's a genuine influencer. And he actually does. You don't even need to pay him to influence people. Hey, go play Persona, right? Seriously. At least The Weeknd shows that he's an actual fan. Like, he actually plays the games. He shows to everybody he played the games. He loves the games. He enjoys the games, everything like that. He's a real fan. I gotta give props to that one. Definitely way more of a fan than Persona fans, a lot of Persona fans online, that's for sure. At least he actually played the games. Ugh, unbelievable. Speaking of Persona tourist, right? Persona 1 and 2 need a remake so badly. Ooh, you do not want that, dude. You do not want that. Persona 1 and Persona 2 are not the same as Persona 3, 4, and 5. If anything, Persona 1 and 2 are very, very close to SMT that it is an actual proper Persona game. If you play Persona 1 and you play Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey, you would I wouldn't blame you if you couldn't tell the difference, because they also have that first-person dungeon crawling mechanic. And they're fundamentally different games. So if you think that they are the same, bro, you are wrong. Just because they both take place in high school, they are literally not the same game. They're not. This shit deadass look like a Roblox. Persona 1 look like a Roblox game. Persona 1 and 2.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
I don't know if you've seen a Roblox game before, but I can assure you that a Roblox game do not look like Persona 1 and 2. Don't know where the fuck did you got that. Music's good at least. Well, at least I agree with you on that one. Persona music has always been pretty good from 1 to 5. Pretty good music. I agree with you on that one at least. Craziest part is you got called an elitist for playing the game and not forever trying the game because of his age. I just don't get... Wait, hold on. You got called an elitist for playing the game and not for never trying the game because of his age. It's absolutely crazy. And elitists genuinely get mad when you say you're a fan for only having played 3 or 5. Dude, I don't care if you only played 3 or 5, right? Or if we finished 3 or 5. I've finished only 3 or 5, right? I haven't finished Persona 1 and 2. I've played them, but I haven't finished them. I do need to finish them though. I'm halfway, no, I'm at like 75% through Persona 1. I have not touched Eternal Punishment, but, sorry, Persona 2, Innocent Sin. I haven't touched Eternal Punishment. But the point is, dude, why are you excusing not playing the games, dude? Just play the game. You can literally play these on a PSP emulator. It's the same shit, but third person. No, it's not. It's not the same shit. If you say that Persona 1 and 2 is the same shit, but first person, you are wrong, dude. You are dead fucking wrong. Very, very dead fucking wrong, dude. Straight up. I've heard the random encounter chances are like ridiculous. Well, what JRPG doesn't have ridiculous random encounter chance? What JRPG doesn't? Thrilling gameplay. The game looks miserable. This makes me so nauseous. Dude, just modern Persona fans naturally fucking despise Persona 1 because they've been told to. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my god, I misplaced this one. They should have been on another fucking... My bad. They should have been actually on the other slide. I forgot. That's on me. Ugh. Moving on. What is this? Intentional 12-year-old girl model. What the fuck? VTuber Iron Mouse revealed a special Witch Hat Atelier-inspired outfit created in collaboration with Crunchyroll for tonight's episode 1 watch-along stream. Cool. Sorry, is this really weird? This is really weird to me. It's a drawing of a 12-year-old girl. That's not a 12-year-old girl. That's not. That's not a 12-year-old girl. That's a fictional character. She's not real. Why would you intentionally make her look like that against all physical logic of her uniform style and everything? Oh, God forbid that she dressed like a witch, right? I'm sorry. Oh, God forbid she dressed like a witch. Ooh, no. Honestly, gonna lose my patience if I have to deal with more illiterate pancake wafflers. Bro. Reflect on yourself. This is just... Look in the fucking mirror. Reflect on yourself, dude.
If you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror.
Straight up. I have to deal with more illiterate pancake wafflers. Dude, look at the fucking mirror, dude. There's no justification for unnaturally sexualizing yourself. Sexualizing yourself? How is this sexual? Am I missing something? I'm not seeing anything that's sexual here. What? When you're cosplaying a child, where's the sexuality? Where's the sex? Am I missing something? I'm just going to screenshot everything instead of typing it out. Okay, fine. This is not just a woman with breasts. I have breasts. Breasts don't work like that.
Ah, fuck! You fucking idiot! I can't believe you! What the fuck is the matter with you?
Breasts don't work like that.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Fuck you, fuck you! Fuck you!
What do you mean breasts don't work like that? Did you not see the character that you're talking about? This is a fictional character. Yeah, the VTuber is not fictional, but the persona is of a fictional character. Dude. It's a model of a person who depicts themselves sexually, which I don't give a fuck about. Do what you want. In this case, however, when you change the physical nature of the body and the logic of the cosplayed underage character clothes in favor of being sexual, it's a problem. There's no problem, dude. You're just yapping nonsense. Oh my god, this is complete fucking nonsense. Why are you analyzing about the chest? Anatomical what? What? It's entirely impossible for it to work the way it's installed here at any chest. Oh my god, stop with this fucking stupid analysis. What is wrong with you? What are you trying to say? Realism is not the subject here. We are all humans. We know shit isn't done in a certain way out of creative freedom. Bro, Even if it's not done out of creative freedom, even if it's done just because the creator is horny, so fucking what, dude? What is wrong with you? Keep your sanity to $1. I want to know what this person is on so we can get her off of it. It's clearly causing hallucinations of sexualization. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Stop yapping at this point, my dude. Good lord. I don't know anything about Iron Man, so I'm not saying anything about her as a person, but this specific situation is a symptom of misogyny.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
Fucking more and more yapping, dude. Symptom of misogyny. How is this misogyny, dude? What is misogyny in the industry at large and just bullshit to ignore the way people do? What the fuck is wrong with you, my dude? What kind of drugs are you on, dude? Just straight up leave the internet. Leave the internet. All anime art styles are realistic. It's a fantasy world. Who cares? Refer to number 4. What did you say in number 4 again? We can see all kinds of audience and reactions to the creators of those things want, especially when it comes to how particularly young and women are depicted. That does not answer anything. Number 4 does not answer the question. It just means realism. You're just basically saying it's made for the intent to sexualize. I'm like, so fucking what if it's made to intent for sexualize? Nobody is being harmed out of sexualization. Nobody. But whatever. Americans do not interact. Americans do not interact. Well,
Communism is a lie. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American.
What do you mean, Leslie? Americans do not interact? In July? In July? In like literally couple days after the 4th of July. Come on, y'all. Americans do not interact. I seriously don't have the patience to deal with whatever you people. You people. You people. You people. You people. You people.
Oh, curious, oh, curious, I heard it, I heard it, I
heard it. What do you mean, you people, my dude? What is
Wakakule! 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 Kule! 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 Wakakule! 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 Wakakule!
Oh my god, you people. You people indeed. I wrote a whole thread because this is a symptom of systematic misogyny. A VTuber wearing an anime character's outfit is systematic misogyny.
Wakakule! 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 Kule! 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 Wakakule! 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 Wakakule!
Nothing. I got nothing. Not to be that guy, but that is how breasts work. They expand the fabric sat around them. On the exact physics and anatomy, sure, you can be picky, but you'll be against a mountain of VTubers with big boobs. Tons of cosplay chains form based on the cosplayer. Exactly. I did not say anything about breast size. You did not say anything about breast size? You did not say anything about breast size. Dude, what the fuck is this? 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 You what the fuck is this? Dude, Don't bullshit me with how it's just regular chest. Dude, you were literally just talking about breast size and you're telling me that you haven't said anything about breast size? You fucking liar, dude. Just stop lying.
Stop lying. Just shut up.
Just completely stupid. Ugh. Moving on. What is this? Pedophilia is a big problem in Japan. Oh my god. I will not be watching this. Well, I don't know why you make this post anyway. Just don't watch it then. Literally, just don't watch it if you don't want to. Well, you don't want to watch it. Japan isn't obsessed with lolis. They don't. They do not. It is a niche subculture, and plenty of Japanese people also think it's weird. Not everybody in Japan watch anime. You might be very shocked, right? But not everybody in Japan watch anime. Not everybody in Japan watch anime. I'm gonna ask you a very funny question, right? You're Americans. Most of you are Americans. Do you guys watch American TV shows? Just saying. If you as Americans don't watch American TV shows, then it's not exactly a stretch to say that there are Japanese that don't watch anime. I'm just saying. But anyway, pedophilia is definitely a big problem in Japan. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Japan is literally the safest place for a child to be. Not even joking. That's a fact. Japan is literally one of the safest places for a child to be in the whole world. That is a literal fact. But apparently there's a big problem. Especially considering how sexualized the school uniform is. They use S. You know what that means, guys? You know what that means?
Just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in a shithole! Do you know what I mean? Birmingham is a fucking shithole! I hate the fucking place! I fucking hate it! It's full of dickheads! I fucking hate it!
This dude. You know what? Every single time there's a British reply, I'm just gonna play the Birmingham clip. Because it's just way funnier. Moving on. Okay, moving on. What is this? Self-improvement is killing people. What the fuck? My little brother killed himself because he couldn't get a girlfriend. The fuck? What happened? He was 22, almost 23 in November. I noticed something seemed off about 2 months ago and asked him what was going on. It was just us at the house, and he's usually a pretty stoic guy. He loves to laugh and joke around. I really did not expect him to break down crying. He talked about how ugly he felt. He felt so undesirable. One thing that stuck with me was him saying he was so cold all the time. Give him something, give him some warm clothes. No, seriously, it was honestly really fucking hard for me to not cry. I was surprised because I just kind of assumed it's a regular social life, a few good friends, a girl here and there, stuff like that. I did notice he stopped going out as much a few years ago, and he said he had to drop a lot of friends in the name of self-improvement. Dude, just...
May you rest in peace,
Self-improvement? Seriously? Alright? Guys, pro tip to everybody, right, who doesn't have a lot of hope, right, who thinks that they can't get girls. If you want to get girls, make friends with them, talk to them, and find out whether you are compatible with them or not. If you are compatible, then congratulations, you found a girl. And maybe the girl likes you too. But if you're not, then move on and find another girl. That's it. If you self-improve yourself, guess what? You're not going to get girls. Girls are not going to actively chase you. You have to chase them. You have to pursue the relationship on your own. You can't just wait until they come into you. That's not how it works, dude. And I just kind of thought, nice, good for him. But now I'm starting to wonder if he was doing all that in hopes of getting a girl. Again, if you want to get a girl, go to one and talk to her. It's not that hard. Anyway, moving on. Unfollowing or unmutualing this person. What the fuck? Hi, I'm unfollowing or unmutualing if you're following this person. Why? They're an open lolicon. Because of course they are. And a mean person. Oh, wait. Open lolicon and a mean. Oh, they're an open lolicon, but they're also mean. they're also mean. They're so mean. They're so mean. I don't know why I have this clip because it's very funny. It's not the one that I want to play, but I want to play. Fuck you! Fuck you! They're so mean. Where? Oh my god. Didn't you cosplay and gatekeep Saya and own a Hachikuji figure while being very anti-lolicon? Oh no, this was from 2024. This is an old hoopla, and I totally fucking missed that. Okay, hold on a second. Are you telling me that this person is anti-lolicon while having lolicon figures? This person is anti-lolicon but have loli figures.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever.
How the fuck does that work?
This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K?
Saya isn't a loli. Saya isn't a loli? Are you... Saya isn't a loli. Dude.
Stop lying. Just shut up.
Saya is not a loli. Do I have to... Do I have to show? Do I have to show her? I feel like I have to show her. I feel like I have to show her just to illustrate the point. Because clearly some people don't get it. Yeah, apparently this is not a loli. According to this dumbass, apparently this is not a loli. Not completely. Yes, totally not a loli, right? Totally. Well, I mean, she is an eldritch abomination, but no, not a loli. Her design is kind of weird, but I read it when I was 14. You read Saya no Uta when you're 14? Why? Why? Why?
Why?
Why?
Really? Why?
Dude, that visual novel is not intended for 14-year-olds, dude. What is...
Really? Why?
Why would you do that?
Why?
Just why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
That visual novel is not for you. She is not a kid. She's not even a human. She's a blob of meat who murders people. Oh, well that makes it okay then. She's not a loli. She's a blob of human that kills people. So it's totally okay sexualizing her, right? The figure was gifted to me and is from Monogatari. Yeah, I know the Hachikuji's from Monogatari. If you're calling that lolicon, then your profile picture must be lolicon in every anime ever. Dude, you have no idea what people's standards are for loli. You have no idea, dude. You have no fucking idea. Good lord, this is so stupid. Boy, Twitter sure is a lot of fun. Wow, look at this. Well, check out this badass, guys. Check out this badass. He is a Chad, right? He is an absolute Chad who absolutely beat the crap out of the lolicons, the high-functioning autistics, the weebs, and the gamers. He's the Chad, right? Or they're the Chad, or she's the Chad. I don't care. They're the fucking Chad, right? Beat the living crap out of everybody. Ooh, crazy. He's gonna beat us, right?
Is this the part where I'm supposed to be intimidated?
Got a badass over here. Absolute badass. First off, that badass... I'm sad to say this to you, but you got wrecked 2-in-1 on that.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Check this out, guys. Apparently, this badass that got wrecked, that is too busy wrecking everybody, got wrecked in the fucking ratio with the democracy.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
That was funny. That's so funny. Oh, brother, you have an anime child as your profile picture. Brother, you talk like a fucking anime supervillain. Oh, that's too funny. Oh man, I am so sleepy as fuck, man. It's literally almost 1 a.m. Gross Marvel Rivals Captain America. Oh my god, what is this? Marvel Rivals is an equal opportunity gender game. You know, I kind of want to play this, right? Because, god dang, I gotta say, Marvel Rivals is cooking. Marvel Rivals is absolutely cooking. Look at that fucking sloth. He's fucking cooking on that. Oh my god, Marvel Rivals is cooking. I can tell you, hey, ladies and gentlemen, is America's dick, and you all gotta fucking salute it. You all gotta fucking salute it. I'm telling you, you all gotta fucking salute the American dick. I'm telling you. Let's fucking go. Oh man, look at that, man. Captain America has never looked so good. Holy moly. If you thought the dick is nothing, look at that right there. That is worthy of the Tifa salute. Absolutely worthy of the Tifa salute, man. I'm telling you, that is worthy. 4K right there. That is America's ass. Oh, but unfortunately, that is true though. We need to stay focused, guys. We need to stay focused. We need to stay focused. Lord have
mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused. Hey, good on you, Marvel Rivals. Good on you, Marvel Rivals. Those are some nice dicks and asses. Although, I gotta say, we haven't played delivering the goods. Amazing. This game is so gross. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fucking cunt.
Straight up. I'm sick and tired of idiots saying this, so I'm gonna put this here. Don't group me in with the people who enjoy how disgustingly sexualized the female cast of the game is and compare me to an actual pedophile who masturbates to Penny Parker, because I think sexualizing the males like this is also gross. Well, at least you are an equal opportunity Puritan. I'm not a lame bitch like you.
Wow, what is after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
I'm not a lame bitch like you. The fact that the profile picture is a fucking trans data with makeup is fucking amazing. And the profile picture just makes it way better. Marvel Rivals players can't be normal, well-adjusted people. Dude, I don't think the normal, well-adjusted people in question here is you, dude. I'm just saying. Oh my god, I am literally unable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So fucking sleepy, I swear to god. Anyway, too many gacha games. What the fuck? Bye. Oh my god, this is in context with the Love and Deep Space hoopla.
Save you.
Can't escape. It cannot escape. Oh, check this out, guys. This is the complete package, right? It's not just that it's a Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Look at that. The complete trifecta. The complete fucking trifecta. How the fuck is this guy able to have these 3 fucking games at the exact same fucking time? We lasted 7 weeks, Cairo Silicon tip $1. Time for months, eh? Is that even 7 weeks? I can't even believe that we lasted 7 weeks without a fucking Hoyo hoopla. We need to reset the fucking counter. And yeah, this person wants to remove Love and Deep Space because of that whole hoopla we talked about a while back. But the fact that we got fucking Hoyo games installed there. Ugh. Moving on. Moving on. Sharing actual illegal content? What the fuck? No. An auntie sent the submitter actual CP. How the fuck do you even find actual CP, dude? How the fuck did you even find that? I don't understand these fucking aunties. I swear to God. How the actual fuck do you find these things? Like, I just...
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police!
How do you even find these things, dude? I have no idea how you're able to find CP. The fact that you're able to find it so easily is fucking crazy, dude. Just actually go to fucking prison. Absolute worthless pieces of shit, dude. Moving on from that illegal content, we got the police coming in to arrest. So remember a while back, remember literally last week when somebody pointed out when that JIDION got arrested? Well, I actually found the context for the whole thing. But before we go to all that, Cairo Silicon tip $1 and shares a link for a YouTube video. Steve Harvey going. Kill indeed. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Okay, so in case you guys don't know who JIDION is, it's this dude. This dude is this dude right here who makes a whole ass hullabaloo back in March, talking about the lowlies and everything like that. We talked about this back in March. Man, that was a while ago. That's pretty funny. And this is also pretty fucking stupid. We talk about this one. It goes back and forth with Chibi, and the whole Chibi thing just got worse and worse. But I ain't talking about Chibi. I'm talking about JIDION. I'm mostly focusing on him because he got into the spotlight. He got into the spotlight plenty of times. Talk about this whole hoopla plenty of times already. And he got arrested. He got arrested. Not only did he got arrested, we showed this video in a Q&A last week, but Code Blue Cam decided made a video and showing the whole detail on how he got arrested. And I want you guys to check this out, right? This is a bit of a summary. Just this quick summary on what happened, right? This video from Code Blue Cam documents a chaotic dispute on June 22nd, 2026 involving famous YouTuber Kenneth Chambers, known as Skier Gene, his collaborator Gideon Adams, and Skier's uncle Joe. The conflict arose from a long-standing family dispute over property and allegations of financial exploitation, which Skier and Gideon decided to film for content. So basically what happened is, Skier's uncle Joe, he is a squatter. He's a squatter. And JIDION and Skier wants to kick him out. But they go even further than just kick him out. They just straight up follow him around and harass him. So even before the McDonald's incident where they actually got harassed, where they actually got arrested, it's already stupid. They're making YouTube content out of some dude that I don't think even wants to be in a public platform regardless. He followed Joe to a McDonald's in Woodhaven. That's already fucking wrong. The dude doesn't want to be followed, but you kept following him anyway. That's stalking, dude. That's actual stalking. You literally just immediately, on the premise of this whole thing alone, you literally stalk the dude. That's actual stalking. Right? We can watch the full video, but it's gonna take a long ass time. I just want to just a couple of highlights. I'll show the video, but we'll get to that, right? Officers attempted to mediate the situation, but the YouTubers persisted in returning to the scene, causing disturbances, refusing to leave private property. You know, I'm gonna show that in the full thing because it's very, very funny. And they got arrested after the 3 minutes. There's a legal aftermath. JIDION remained defiant, claiming his constitutional rights were violated. I'm sorry to tell you this, JIDION, but harassing people is not free speech. Or disorderly conduct is not free speech. It's not. It's not. But hey, you want to see the video? Because I got the video for you. And I want you all to watch it because it's very, very funny. It's very, very, very funny. Where's that? It's very, very funny. And I just had way too much time. Way too much time watching it. Too much fun watching it. Famous YouTuber, this one. I want you all, just on the first line alone, like literally just the first second,
How
right?
fast
The first second alone. This is his reaction when he got arrested.
How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really think this charge is gonna stay? I am a multi-millionaire. How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really think this charge is gonna stay? I am a multi-millionaire.
I am a multi-millionaire. I am a multi-millionaire.
I promise you, I
am a multi-millionaire.
I can take this as far as you want.
When a famous multi-millionaire. Oh, I love it so much. He's a multi-millionaire, but he had to e-beg about his bill. The multi-millionaire had to e-beg for his bill money. But that's not the only thing that I find very funny. I think the chaos started at minute 7.
I have nothing better to do. Like,
yeah, we know about this one. We talked about this back in the Q&A.
You don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do?
He literally just taunted the cop. He literally just taunted the cop by just asking that question.
Better to do, officer. You're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off.
Dude, he's doing his job pretty well, actually. He's trying to protect and serve the public from people like you. Because you actually stalk a dude. You're going around in public, recording people in public when they probably don't even want to be recorded to begin with. And you're literally stalking a dude.
Property, you guys are going to be arrested for trespass.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like, I'm just trying to figure out.
No, he won't leave the property.
Do you have anything better to do?
Why do you keep taunting the cops like that, dude? Because
this is like a...
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property, so you guys got to leave.
Because you've been...
Why did they just leave,
camping out there for like 20 minutes, wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about...
What? It doesn't fucking matter if they're just wasting taxpayer dollars. Dude, they ask you to leave, just fucking leave. Oh my god.
5. You guys need to leave. You guys are going to be arrested for trespassing.
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Here, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
But the warning...
Let's just stand on the sidewalk. Dude, the cop asks you to leave. Leave. My goodness.
has little effect. Soon JIDION is seen standing on the sidewalk yelling, creating...
And he caused disorderly conduct.
...a disturbance and stopping vehicles attempting to enter McDonald's to patronize the business.
What? So not only you are shouting and creating a disturbance, you're also stopping people from entering McDonald's? What? And you wonder why the cops arrest your ass. What is wrong with you? Dude.
At the same time, officers noticed 2 members of the film crew attempting to enter the restaurant with their cameras.
The police literally warned you to leave. And you still have the fucking gall to send people to come in there. They literally tell you to leave and you still have the fucking gall to send people inside the McDonald's itself. They literally warned you and you didn't listen. No wonder you got arrested.
Prompting them to make their move.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there.
We gotta arrest Joe.
Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cop.
Yeah, we do want our taxpayer dollars to be used to arrest you. Not my taxpayer dollar, because I'm not American, but I'm pretty sure you guys also want your taxpayer dollars to arrest this fucking doofus.
Just camping out at a McDonald's to protect a squatter.
is this really the best way to make sure that the squatter, you know, get off?
Is in there? Really? Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor, do me a favor. Be very careful. Just
oh my god, you actually had it over the camera gear. Oh my god.
Wear this. There's a backpack.
Dude, the cops literally just warned
you.
You
didn't trespass them, so shut the f up! Bro, you haven't been.
What?
You didn't trespass them, so shut the f up!
He literally shouted at the cops. He literally shouted his lungs out at the cops. You wonder why you got arrested, dude. What is wrong with you?
Bro, you haven't been trespassed.
We're good. What am I?
Just walk inside.
Just to get on my video?
He's trying to gain through the loophole. Okay, the cops warned him not to, you know, get into McDonald's, but they didn't warn his crew not to get McDonald's. They didn't warn the people that he got, the strangers that he got, to not walk to McDonald's. That's a loophole that the police is going to not think twice about, right? Right? The police are not gonna catch that simple twist and loophole, right? I swear to God, just...
Ah, fuck! You fucking idiot! I can't believe you! What the fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
But make sure y'all stick together.
Isn't that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah.
Because it is.
They have not. Yeah, hold up. Wait. Actually, come back.
Yeah, I get it.
Bro, they're really protecting Joe.
They're not protecting Joe. They're protecting the fucking McDonald's establishment from dumbasses like you. Arrest him. Yep, arrest.
Officer, what are you doing?
Arrest.
Officer, I never trespassed them. You can't trespass somebody.
No, dude, you asked people to trespass a property that the officers explicitly warned you not to enter.
1212 dispatch. We're gonna have one detained at this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Captain, we're detained. See you going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man.
Bro, I guess. Put your stuff down.
Officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're in arrest.
I got nothing. I got fucking nothing. But there you have it, guys. Just the YouTuber decided to get arrested for the dumbest of fucking reasons, dude. Okay, you know what? Thank fucking God that's the fucking end. Good Lord. Where's my timer? Thank fucking God that's the fucking end, because it's literally 1 a.m. and I need to bounce real quick. Hey, we didn't make it to any of the goals for $30, but hey, if we combined it, we actually do. So, hey, a combination of $30 at the end of the day, that's perfectly fine by me. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Wait, did I play the right track? Okay, I played the right track. I thought it was Walk to the Park, but yeah. What can I say? Nothing. Okay, there you go. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining in this absolutely wonderful stream at this very, very specific time. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. I will see you all in the next APB show. Thank you so much for the donation. Did I miss any donation? Hopefully I did not. Hopefully I don't. Nope, I did not miss any donations. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm so tired as fuck. I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god. I'm gonna pass out. How many hum.